Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter-like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, BeefLoaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, MySoxSummer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Chorizy-E.
Thank you, Chorizy. Welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. And remember the drinking rules. If BeefLoaf calls himself a menace or talks about gilfs, you drink. If MySoxSummer begs for free shit or gets piss on his hands, you drink. And if I talk Olympics or say, here's the thing, you drink. And of course, you can make all of us drink for just $1.08 or more. But speaking of drinking, fellas, what are you drinking? MySoxSummer up top. What are you drinking, my friend?
Up top to the left. Yeah. I got this for Christmas from my aunt Paulette and her husband Dave. They came to the bobblehead. No,
or Dave. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
So anyway, they sent this to me and they're like, "Hey, how is it good? Is it good?" And I was like, "I have not drank it because I don't really drink the booze that much." So, but I was like, you know what? Tonight's gonna be a long show. What better night to fucking drink booze than on tonight when I will definitely get hungover and be hungover for tomorrow. I figured that would be like the best time to break myself back in.
Are you trying to sing tonight? I feel like that was a lyric.
Tonight. You know
he's excited about what he wants to talk about later. That's why there was a lot of stuff going on there. He was running in place a little bit there.
I'm a little mad that neither one of you guys talked about my mic flag. I bought a mic. I made this. I printed this on my 3D printer, and not one of you says, "Hey, look at you with the professional mic flag representing the 108."
I was too mesmerized by everything you were saying.
Honestly, I thought it was there for months. I don't know.
No, this is new. It's brand fucking new.
It might have
it's
been
pretty cool.
It's
pretty cool though. I like it. Thanks. But yeah, I'm drinking Angel's Envy.
That's good. Good shit. Yeah. I like it. Beef. What are you drinking?
You know what? I was trying to decide what to do. I didn't want to go back to the Cavassier for a third straight week. It just kind of felt like it was stale. I was looking around at some other bottles. I was like, I got some different things. I got some Basil Hayden or whatever. And someone's like, why don't you just drink some beer? And some guy goes, Southern Juice. And I bought a 4-pack of Southern Juice this past weekend just for shits and giggles. I saw it at the Binny's. I'm going to pick this motherfucker up. And so I got the 4-pack. It's absolutely delicious. I haven't had it in so long, man.
Haze is so good.
Oh my god, that is a hangover machine too. MySoxSummer.
It is.
It's gonna hit me with a hangover. But I don't care. It's only a 4-pack, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'll have to switch off of it if we get past that 4.
Did you? So
I was gonna say only 4 for a Jazz Odyssey.
That's a little weird.
You know what? The beer fridge is right there. I got at least a 12-pack of High Life in there. There's plenty of backups to go.
How much Amberbach you got left? So like you're going up.
I drank it all.
Juice and a case of Amberbach. I mean, the guy had to been looking at you like
Super Bowl.
What are you buying for your father-in-law or something? Or what are you doing here?
I did Amberbach it down, man. Yeah. I enjoyed that. You know, people are giving me shit. I liked the original Michelob when they had it. I don't like the Michelob. I've never cared for it. And then the Amberbach, I always like the Amberbach. So they usually have it like on the bottom shelf at Binny's, and they'll have like 1 or 2 12-packs there. I always grab one when I'm in there.
You got to fight the rats to get it. Yep, I know. Teresa, what are you drinking tonight?
High Life, baby. Our guy Slim Mick came over for the Super Bowl. He brought a full case of High Life bottles over for himself. I told him I had beer, and he's like, "Well, I want High Life," so he bought an entire case of bottles for himself. He did not drink a case of bottles. So I have a bunch left, and I'm drinking. I'm delicious.
Well, cheers to you and that.
Little champagne for you.
Let's get a little drink here from our guy, John. He says, cheers, guys. Let's get the weekend started. Fuck yeah.
God, bless you, my friend.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, bruh.
Delicioso.
And as I mentioned, it's Jazz Odyssey night, baby. Jazz Odyssey, it's going to go anywhere. But what we do on a Jazz Odyssey night is we get these ads out of the way. So MySoxSummer, you ready?
Yeah. Let's do this. Lent is just around the corner, and while you're giving something up, you shouldn't have to give up flavor. Whether you're observing Lent or just looking for the best catch in town, Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp has your Friday and every other day covered. From our legendary jumbo shrimp to our perfectly seasoned fried catfish, we've been serving up the city's favorite seafood since 1950. It's crispy, it's golden, and it's always Jesus approved. After all, he knew a thing or two about a good fish dinner. Remember, Lawrence's has 4 convenient locations for all your holiday feasting needs. 2120 South Canal Street, 3242 West 87th Street in Evergreen Park, 50 South Manheim Road in Hillside, 3248 Vollmer Road in Olympia Fields. Order ahead to avoid the wait at chicagoshrimp.com. And remember what Jesus said to his followers: follow me and I will make you fishers of men. But if you're just hungry, go to Lawrence's.
Whoa!
They say the best things in life are a gift from above. Now we know Jesus walked everywhere he went, but if he were looking for an upgrade today, he'd be pulling into Mazda of Orland Park. Why? Because a Mazda is built for a higher standard. With beyond standard safety features, you get a little divine intervention on every corner. And our iActive all-wheel drive means you're always on solid ground. No walking on water required. Need to transport the whole ministry? The Mazda CX-90 has 3 rows of premium seating, giving the apostles plenty of legroom and enough cargo space for all the loaves and fishes you can carry. It's elegant, it's humble, and its soul of motion design is truly a blessing. Visit Mazda of Orland Park at 8910 West 159th Street in Orland Park. Schedule a test drive online or by calling 708-444-3200. Experience the drive that's truly heaven sent. Mazda of Orland Park. Higher standards, heavenly rides. There we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Well done. Well done.
Before we get into anything else, before we get too much of the booze in us, we want to make an announcement. We talked about this at the show, at the live show. So if you weren't there, you missed us. But we are doing a road trip. The 108 road trip is back.
Hell
it's
yeah.
going to be one day, March 29th. We are leaving in a bus from Cork at the park, rolling up to Milwaukee, going to watch that Sunday game, drinking, come back after the game, same bus, come back to Cork, all in with the bus, with a ticket, with beer on the bus, $108.
Yes.
Deal of the fucking century. It's going to be awesome. You just got to go over to 108.ing/road trip. Very simple URL, 108.ing/road trip. This shit's going to sell out real fast.
Yes.
So if you want to go, just buy them right now, because I doubt they're going to last the weekend. So get in on that. It's going to be an awesome time. March 29th, Sunday, March 29th. No overnight stay.
No,
There and back. You got the bus. The bus has a bathroom. Let's be clear. It's a nice bus. So get your shit together. Get that right now. Go buy that. And then we'll go from there. Guys, Erick Fedde is back.
Yes.
Is it 1 year, 1.5 million? Is that
1 year, 1.5 million, Chorizo. Yep, that's it.
So
That's the ticket,
my
friend.
question to you guys, is this like a glorified NRI? Like there's a chance he doesn't make the team, right? Like 1.5 million. If he stinks it up in spring training and 5 other guys deserve a spot, is that it? Is that all we see of him?
Chorizo, it feels like it. And I posted up the baseball savant, his little heat map that they show, the little guy. And for those of you who don't know about baseball savant, you don't need to know that much about it. All you need to know is that the shit that is in blue, that's the bad shit. If you got a lot of blue shit, that's bad. Red shit, good. On his whole thing, 1 line of red from last year, his extension. So that just has to do with how far he extends throwing the ball. He was horrendous last year, Chorizy. Was above 5 He did throw 140 innings across 3 different teams. Yeah, he's cooked. I mean, he's basically cooked. I think this was the White Sox putting a little insurance on the roster and saying, okay, if everyone doesn't turn out kind of the way we think, and we have the setbacks or injuries or whatever, we got him sitting right here. We know he can soak up innings. Yeah, they probably won't be good innings, but I think they kind of looked at it as like, well, you did us a solid before, and we got some good prospects for you back. Here's $1.5 million. Just come here and help us for a little bit. We might have to let you go. But that's the way it sounded to me. I saw so many people out there excited. Erick Fedde's back. I'm like, no. This ain't the Erick Fedde from 2024. This is a different Erick Fedde.
You know what it felt like? You know what it feels like to me is like if the Sox would have, like when people were like in 2024, when people were like, man, the Sox should sign back Johnny Cueto. He's out there. And it's like, no, man. We hit that one.
MSS
nailed that.
MSS nailed that. It's like you don't go back to the Johnny Cueto well.
No.
You got all you could out of that thing.
They're like, listen, he will not repeat that ever again for anybody else, and definitely won't be here. So please don't come back. Just like right off into the sunset in your little fucking horse with your fucking cowboy hat and not come back. Now, Chorizy, I was really excited because we had gotten rid of Erick Fedde, and then he turned into complete dog shit. So bringing him back after we know he's dog shit, it seems like a really bad idea. Like, I'm not the most astute baseball person, but I'm glad that Loaf, who knows all the numbers, is just like, yes, it sucks. It is not good. It's cooked. It's done. Just let it be. But no. But yeah, I think this was, hey, thanks for doing us a solid. Here's some cash. And then I'm probably not going to, we'll see you later.
It's never a bad idea to give a Boris client a little bit of money. Make sure those wheels stay greased.
It's crazy. I thought of it this way too. Yeah, give me 1 second. I thought about it this way too. I put it out on Twitter. It's like he was like Johnny Fontaine begging the Godfather. Do something for me. That's him begging the Sox organization. Pull me back in here, man. I need some fucking help. That's how it did
feel. It did feel a little bit like that. All right, let's get a drink here.
Hell yeah.
Gordo says, "Cheers, Chorizy and MSS. Fuck BeefLoaf."
Damn right.
Cheers, Gordo.
Cheers. It was good to see you 2 weeks ago.
It was good to see Gordo. It's always nice to see.
Oh yeah,
good man.
And then we got our guy CJ, alleged actor 126. He says, "Love and miss you, magnificent bastards. Thanks again for the merch. I am honored and grateful. See yous all at the damn park. Cheers."
Cheers.
Cheers, CJ.
Cheers.
Miss you too.
And that was your sweater, Chorizo. You gave me that sweater to give out, and I said, you know who needs a sweater? CJ, because he looks so good in that little white varsity. He looked really good in that. So
let me tell you something though about CJ.
I could have made $50, but I didn't.
I look forward to CJ coming to the park, but I don't want him to be there on Friday or Saturday. Then I can't hear all of his crazy jokes and shit that he's talking shit. Yeah, I need him there on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Those are the nights CJ needs.
$5 Tuesday.
Exactly.
We're up there.
We can talk some shit the entire game and have a great time together.
Real big Topo Chicos with glasses of ice, and then just sit there and just be drinking.
Pound away.
Yep.
That's right.
I love it. MSS, give us a topic here.
Okay, guys, this was fun. We did this before. I guess we'll just keep going with the White Sox stuff. We last time we posted pictures of players walking into spring training, and we tried to guess who they were. So we didn't know exactly who they were. I thought this will be a little easier this year because we do know some of the players. But there is 15 slides. So I'm going to get this up real quick here. I'm going to get this up. You guys name them. You guys want to go back and forth like Chorizo can have this one, then you get one loaf, and then back and forth, and then see who gets the most points for a victory, or do you just want to be for fun?
We'll just both guess at him.
Yeah, that
okay. Chorizo, who do you think this is?
I'm gonna guess this is Sir Anthony Dominguez,
and you would be correct. That's right. Yep, that is Sir Anthony Dominguez. These two fine fellas. Who do you got, BeefLoaf?
The tall drink of tall blonde water on the one side is Jonathan Cannon.
Yep.
On the other side, this is I'm not sure who that other guy is. I'm stunned.
Tall white guy, Chorizo. Any guess on the guy on the right?
Austin Hayes.
BeefLoaf. He pitched here last year.
Oh, is it? Is that Sean Burke looking all weird?
Yeah, oh, you're right.
Yeah, that's a weird angle.
Yeah, Sean Burke. That is Sean Burke. Okay, next up. This one should be easy. Chorizo.
It's got the glove that has his name on it.
Edgar Caro? I was like second guessing myself for a second. I was like, why is this in the list?
You shouldn't have said that, Loaf. I forgot to remove that. I didn't mean to leave that in there. I would hope you would still get them. I was debating like putting porn star heads on some of the bodies and putting them up there to see who you guys would come through with. And I was like,
a game, but it's fun to guess, so it's fine.
All right, this is number 4.
It's Dan Reyes. You can't fool me.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is either. Let's see. No, I don't know. No clue.
Chorizo, any guess?
Everson Pereira.
Tyson Miller.
Who?
Tyson Miller.
Oh, see on the Sox?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say he was NRI.
He was on their on their Facebook
NRI.
page as well.
This guy, I know who it is.
All right, Loaf, who is this?
That's Shane Smith.
There you go.
Some son of a bitch.
Okay. Chorizo.
The hat's fucking me up because I can't see. I'm blanking. I feel like I need the hair on this gent. I have no idea.
CD says Adam Sandler.
I'll
guess Austin Hayes, but I have no idea.
This is Tyler Gilbert. This is Tyler Gilbert.
I don't remember what Tyler Gilbert looks like, so that tracks.
Guess what? Me neither. BeefLoaf. This guy, number 7.
That's Drew Thorpe. I heard his arm hurts, man. I heard his arm's bothering him again. Got a little elbow tendonitis.
Yep. Chorizo. This will make up for the last one.
Chorizo, he's your most likely to be on this team and most likely to get traded.
Yeah. Corey Lee. Yeah.
That's horrible. I'm really second guessing that you would have got Caro if his name wasn't on the mitt. I'm a little upset right now. I'm a little upset with you.
I know that one.
Is that's Davis Martin? Yeah.
Yes, that is Davis Martin.
I don't like the facial hair, man. Davis is looking a little rough with that facial hair.
Yeah, it's a weird look right there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Chorizy, this one should be easy for you.
Should it?
You must not go to Baseball Reference enough. Like I have to go there constantly. So
I do go to Baseball Reference. I don't gaze upon.
I never look at the pictures either, Tracy.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that too. I almost never look at the pictures. I'm buried in the numbers, so I never look at the pictures there.
Buried in the numbers.
I'm just like thinking through the bullpen now. Who this could be? There's so few Hispanic dudes in the bullpen, or at least the new. I mean, except for like Alberto and
honestly,
and
Chorizy,
Baez,
one of the least sounding Hispanic names. So,
I don't know. Fucking Drew Romo.
no. Chorizy or you have a guess?
I will say
Just got this guy. Just got him.
Is it Jedickson Paez? Who is this?
Alexander Alberto?
No.
Jordan Hicks.
Oh
shit. Okay.
At all.
Yeah, that's
Someone had it. I think someone had it in the comments. Yeah, Trey had it in the comments.
Good job, Trey.
Okay.
All right, BeefLoaf.
I've already mentally gotten rid of Jordan Hicks, so that's why I didn't.
Number 11. This is not a podcaster. This is
I was going to say, is that Sean Anderson? It looks a little bit like Sean Anderson.
It does kind of look like Sean Anderson.
That's a tough look for an MLB player.
No offense. A little too tall.
No offense on that one. This guy is most definitely fuck. I don't know what the fuck this is. I'll guess Sean Newcomb.
Nope.
Brandon Isert?
Yeah, Chorizy. Good job, buddy. Brandon Isert. Next up, Chorizy, if you missed this one, I'd be so mad at you.
His name was on the fucking cup.
It probably was. Who's this guy, Chorizo?
Is that Kyle Teal?
No, it's not Kyle Teal.
Who the fuck is it?
BeefLoaf.
I mean, it looks like it should be a starting pitcher, but it's He's kind of a goofy looking guy. Oh, that's Jordan Leisure, isn't it? No, Grant Taylor.
Grant Taylor.
Yeah, I just misspoke. I meant Grant Taylor when I said Jordan Leisure.
We have a picture with him. He was out there with us, right, when we threw out that first pitch.
Yeah, but see how look at his wings. Anything fucking like he doesn't. He doesn't. He looks a little puffy. I'm going to be honest with you. These guys better get in fucking shape. They're looking a little fatter than I was expecting, man. They didn't stay in shape in the offseason. This fucking group.
BeefLoaf. Try to get 50% on this one. Who's on the left? Who's on the right?
Man, I don't know who that is. Let me. Fuck, I don't know who that is. Yeah, you got me. I have no fucking clue. Go ahead.
Chorizo. Oh.
Drew Romo and Jordan Leisure.
Is the small guy Anthony K?
Nope.
No.
No.
Like I recognize Anthony K because we just saw him. Like
I didn't look at his face once. I saw the back of his jersey. I never looked at him one time.
This is Kai Bush on the left and Addison Coffee on the right.
I'm not gonna get Addison Coffee.
All right, Chorizo. If you do not get
that's Tanner McDougal.
Yes, thank you. Making sure. Honestly, he didn't have anything on his cup or his glove. All right, Loaf, you should be able to nail this one. I know.
So I know the guy in the hat is Mike Vassell, and then the other guy is Kyle Teal.
Yeah.
I still think it's like I know what those two guys look like very much, and I think it's hard to pick them out of even this fucking picture. To be honest,
I think these are the two, or two of the easier ones, but
they're two of the easier ones. But even glancing at it, like Vassell snapped right away. Kyle Teal did not snap right away for me.
Yep.
If Teal was shaved, he would look. If Kyle Teal was shaved, he would look like Grant Taylor.
Before you hit the next set of drinks, Treasy, I just want to acknowledge K-Dog's comment. He says, damn, beef looking pretty good in the 50-50 orange sex cells. Thank you, my friend. And then Southside Jeff T says, power bottom trees.
Mm-hmm. I put that up already.
Yeah. Sorry.
You motherfuckers just horny.
I can't wait to do it again in 5 minutes.
All right, let's get to some drinks here. Jerry O'Sullivan. Okay. I got him. He says, on my walk over to Casey's, I'll catch the replay. Cheers, boys. Jerry, bless your heart.
Cheers, Jerry.
Always good to see Jerry.
I feel like Casey should put it up. What are you guys going to watch? Fucking curling?
You think there's a TV in Casey's? Come on now.
I assume so.
I don't think any one of them can see it by the time they leave.
Well, they get blind enough they can't see it. Trey says, who gained 20 pounds of muscles plus GFY to my boss? Oh, I like that. I like give the boss GFY. I will GFY your fucking boss too. Fuck that guy.
Boss.
Oh, yeah, it could be a woman. I have no idea.
They're an asshole no matter what.
Yeah, fuck that boss.
They can
I say that all the time about my boss.
Who will gain 20 pounds of muscle out of us? Possibly MSS, but Trees I have no chance.
I don't know.
I thought he was saying of the guys on the team. I think it's Carroll because Carroll is looking real thick on the bottom.
He came in 20 pounds heavier.
I think that was a bigger. I think it was just his outfit. You know how some people wear the bigger stuff?
No, he said he gained 20 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, Kyle Teal.
Oh shit! Oh, Kyle Teal did.
I said Carroll.
You said
Carroll.
Yeah,
but I was just saying
thick as fuck.
And then last but not least, Aloha Mr. Ian says road trip tickets procured.
Hell yeah.
Also,
fuck yeah.
Fuck you and BeefLoaf. Yeah.
Getting in there early. I give you an aisle seat for getting in there early.
Oh, I want an aisle seat too.
You don't want to be a middle? How dare you?
I'll say no. I don't like being in the middle. I don't like that.
You know what's crazy? They loaded all the tickets for the thing.
Yeah.
There's no barcodes. They're like 72 hours before the game. You get the barcode.
Yeah.
So I can't transfer any of the tickets until like 3 days before the game. I know. I guess, but
we don't got to go in order, MSS. It's dealer's choice for Trees. You can go again if you want. You can throw it to you one more time, or you can throw it to me if you want.
Yo, Beef, I want to throw something at you real quick, just because I saw you put this up the other day. So this dude who put up like this manifesto about AI. Did you see this? And you said you didn't even read the whole thing.
I read half of it. I was in bed. I started reading it. I got about midway through, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'm just done going down this rabbit hole. I'm going.
So it's like a big scary AI is going to take everybody's job, and it's coming quicker than you think, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, he's like, basically, like, what can I do? And he's like, use AI as much as possible, so you know how to use it, and then invest in AI companies and shit, which he happens to own one.
course.
Imagine that.
And then
Imagine
what we
that.
find out too is that the internet already knew this guy in the AI world because he's a fraud ass motherfucker. He like just he took like it, they said it's either Claude or Llama 3. They just wrapped it in his own shit and said like, look how good all of this is, and it's better than all these other things. He made up fake tests, and then everybody tested it against the shit, and it was like, no, this is exactly the same as these. And if you go to try and use it, you could see that it had wiped the word Claude out from its entire vocabulary. It was not allowed to say it.
Oh God. Okay.
So this guy has a serious case of full of shitness. And so I just love the audacity of someone to write some shit like that and then be like, what you should do is invest in my company. Don't get scared. I didn't mean to scare you, but you should invest all your money in my company because I'm definitely not some fucking fraud.
Fucking insane. Absolute insane shit. No wonder I lost interest. I knew the guy was full of shit intuitively. I was like, I don't want to hear any more of this bullshit. Just can't put it back down. Because it's an intriguing, like, kind of title, right? You know, I've been thinking about that more because, and we shouldn't go off on a tangent here, but doing YouTube shorts, I've been thinking about like working on titles better that I think will get them to run more. And so it's fun to like create goofy ass titles that might have nothing to do with what I'm actually posting, but that are catchy and they'll get people in there. So
Guy with huge dick gives take on Chris Katz's speaking to the media.
Too long. That's too long. It's got to be shorter than that.
Big dick gets take.
That could be gold. That's absolutely gold.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Beef, give me something.
All right. I was reticent to bring up this topic, but since it popped back up today in my feed, I think we have to address it at some point. So I was going to bring this a previous show, and now the bald stool trip has started currently. And this was on my feed from one time Don. He said, I've only seen this move on an airplane when a 6-year-old lies in his mother's lap. But nah, that's 42-year-old Mincy. And then he has their friend Sam in the corner there. Mincy, if you're listening on the podcast, is laying across 2 seats with his legs out in the aisle with the seats pushed all the way back. So he's not even like when you have the seat pushed back, you recline it. No, he's not on the reclining part. He's across the where you would sit your ass part of both of the seats, laying down with his feet out in the fucking aisle. And it brought back to me a tweet that I saw, and this is from Sean Duffy, Transportation Secretary. This was like 3-4 months ago, and I'm not going to read the whole fucking thing, but he was saying we need to add a little air civility. People need to start behaving better and dressing better on flights. And he suggested no more sweats, no more shorts, all this stuff. And at the time, I thought, oh, that's a very stuffy thing to be saying, and that's kind of goofy. And then I started examining my own flights and watching people that are on my flights. And there is way too many stinky people with bellies showing on their shirts. The fucking jackhole that was across from my wife on the trip home from Puerto Rico, he took his shoes and socks off.
Oh,
he had his fucking feet out there. We have gone, the woman in front of me, very stinky hair. We have gone too far. I want to let people be comfortable on flights, but we can't do it anymore. We got to pull it back. In fact, I'm going to suggest that
comfortable.
Not even you got to dress up. Fuck that. I want the airline to issue a goddamn uniform. And if you don't wear that uniform, we ain't getting on the fucking plane. I'm sorry. We got to get this shit together. People are disgusting, and they just don't care about themselves. And that's fine. Do that in the comfort of your own home. When we have to share this metal tube for 4 hours where we can't get any outside air, you got to have to apply the status of polite society. We can't have you stinking and showing skin and being all over the place and hanging all over seats, whatever. Kids get so much blame on flights. Fuck that. It's the bad behaving adults, and we need to get them in line right goddamn now.
If you can charge people extra if they're fat, you should be able to charge them extra if they're stinky. 100%.
Absolutely.
I don't disagree with that whatsoever. If you don't have time to take a shower, just like you didn't have time to work out and lose 150 pounds, you got to pay more. And then the people around you should get like little masks or something so you don't have to fucking smell it. It's gross.
Nah, fuck that. There should be a silent vote on the fucking plane, like on your phone, because they got Wi-Fi on every plane now.
Yeah,
on your phone, everybody gets to vote. And when they come around for drinks, and then someone's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't get my drink," and it's like, "Sorry, you don't get one. You were voted stinkiest motherfucker on the flight."
Or you gotta go sit in the back.
Or you got in the plane directly and leaned so far back that the person behind you smashed all their shit. So you get no drinks for this, and your next flight with us is going to be $450 no matter where you're going.
I always laugh at that too, Chorizy. The reclining back. Let me tell you something. I'm 6'2". I never need to recline back.
I don't.
We don't have a lot of. There's not a lot of leg room, but you find a way to make some leg room, and I don't recline back. So if you're shorter than me, you do not need to recline back. If you're taller than me, cool, go for it. Get yourself a little extra space. But you got to be taller than 6'2". Otherwise, no fucking reclining, no fucking around with everybody else's stuff.
Also, really motherfuckers that recline right away. Assholes. It's like they're gonna make you put your fucking. What are you getting in a fucking 14-minute nap here? Get the fuck out of here. Just the worst people.
So, such good comments right now. I'm glad everyone's on the same page here with the. We got to get our shit together. We have to get everyone in line for these flights, man. And CD's right. Air transportation has turned into an endurance test. It is. It sucks in general now. And we have all these advances too. You can listen to a book or whatever you want. And we're on a United flight. You can watch a goddamn movie and all this shit. But people keep lowering their own standards of their personal self on the plane and fucking it up. And I can't stand it.
Every aspect of it. People are just fucking terrible at every aspect of it, which is crazy because it's so commonplace. Like you fly multiple times. Like most people fly multiple times a fucking year, and they're still terrible at it. Like how?
Absolutely.
Have you not? No.
Press says, Elitist Loaf out here making himself the measuring stick for everyone else. Shake my head. You have to put your fucking shirt on, all right? Press. I know you like to have your shirt off out in public when you're out at the ball. Put your fucking shirt on when you get on the plane.
Press just outed himself. He's the no shoes guy. He's no shoes guy. Yeah, he's definitely fucking shoeless.
I've never smelled an odor coming from Praz, so he's at least got that going for him.
He's not a stinky guy.
He's at least a clean guy. So
if I saw him on a plane with no shoes on, I'd fucking put horseshoes onto him. I'd nail him into his feet.
When you guys were have you guys ever been on an empty flight though? Like in the 90s? Do you remember like the late 90s, early 2000s? Sometimes you get on a plane and there only be like 20 people. Like it'd be at like
the early 2000s, definitely.
Right after 9/11, yes, it'd be fairly empty planes. Yeah.
And you could lay down on the 3 rows or 3 seats because there was nobody else on there. That I would do that, like hungover. That was fun.
You went places. That's good call there. I was gonna say I usually go to places that people wanted to go, so there wasn't that many open seats. MSS, give us one here,
boys. I don't even have a graphic. I got nothing to go with this, but the weather has improved. Like the last about 5-6 days, it's been warm, and a lot of the snow has melted away.
Oh no,
there is no snow out in the street. There is no snow fucking anywhere. Why are there 87 traffic cones still in the street protecting?
I thought this was going somewhere else, but I love this too.
That you didn't even fucking shovel out to begin with. Listen, you cannot claim dibs when there's fucking no snow on the street. Okay, at this point, you're saving your own parking spot. It's totally not cool. Like, it makes me not want to respect dibs later. It just makes me go, no, this is a fucking fraud. This is a fraud. You just want your spot. Okay, fine, whatever. But and most of the time, all these people have their same spot all the time. You don't need the cones there. But when you're putting a cone out and there's no fucking snow there, and there's no possibility of snow happening, no, get the fuck out of here. Your dibs is over, okay? Chicago, I'm declaring it right now. Dibs is fucking over until next fucking year, okay? Even if it snows again, if it's not over a foot, no fucking dibs, all right? Fuck you guys.
I agree in spirit, but I have to counsel here. You realize what neighborhood you live in, right? MSS. Okay. Yes. This is a funny internet rant. Do not go out on the street and do that to any of your neighbors that have dibs. You don't want to brick upside your fucking head.
This is like going, I'm gonna key the car that's double parked.
No, you never do that. No,
Bad idea.
I won't go touch anybody's stuff, but I'm going to bitch about it on the podcast, and I'm pretty sure my neighbors don't listen to. So it's like, listen, you can't do that.
No,
you know,
MSS.
and like the best part was there was somebody in front of my house. They hadn't even shoved out the spot, and they just threw a cone in there. You're like, what are you fucking doing? You didn't do the work.
MSS,
Yes.
what are you seeing
Yes, sir.
more about out there, though? Are you seeing more cones or more dog shit? Because I feel like
It's
as soon as
everywhere.
the snow melts,
Everywhere.
there's so much dog shit. We did the fart walk last week, you know, and we're like keeping.
Oh, no,
an eye.
did you step in it?
No.
we're keeping an eye, and we're Quarantine met us over at Cork afterwards. We were having a beer or two. We're walking back, and Beef's like, "Watch out for the shit. There's shit all over the place, you know." And so we're watching out, and this poor old lady is like, we could see her like she's getting out of the car, but like her kid's let her out of the car, and like we're coming closer, and the kid starts yelling. The kid is probably our age. It's like, "Mom, you've got dog shit all over your shoe." This lady had stepped in a Great Dane's pile of shit. Like it was just like
it's one of the ones
like,
where it wraps around
like,
when you step
yeah,
in
like
it.
a big black boot on,
Oil.
and it was just like the half, like it looked like a hamburger patty on the side of her foot. You know, it was fucking gigantic, man.
Yeah, no, it's very bad.
Oh,
Very,
man,
very bad.
I'm glad she picked that up before I stepped in it, man. Fuck.
Trey is
man,
correct.
nasty.
Legal disclaimer: the 108 podcast does not condone any of this behavior. This is all performance art. That's right. And keep dibs as far as I'm concerned. But I do agree in spirit with MSS. The dibbing goes through what would be the snow season, even when there's zero snow out there. I agree 100%. It's just like, oh, it's cold out and there hasn't been snow in fucking 6 weeks. It doesn't matter. People still got fucking chairs and cones and all kinds of bullshit out there.
It's asinine.
It is asinine. Let me get to this comment real quick. You get that one in a second. This guy says, Thomas O says, I've been on White Sox Twitter for a while. What's the deal with Holmes? Thought y'all were cool. Didn't he MC one of your shows? We'll talk about this on the fart walk. We'll talk about this on the fart walk tomorrow. So tune in about 12:30, 1 o'clock on the 108 Twitter page, and we'll talk about this. We'll explain what the feud is.
But I will say that I MC all
they
of our
call it
shows.
tease.
So
That's correct. Yeah.
So,
He's
no
never
one else
MC'd
has,
one of our shows.
no one else has MC'd one of our shows. People have been on our shows for sure. They've
Correct.
been guests, but
on the
I'm the MC. I did like this comment. There was one in the loop that looked like a fucking grizzly bear left. It happens.
That's brutal.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
All right. I think we got to get into this real quick because
Chris Getz spoke to the media today.
I say, what did the man say on the stage? And he says, Pop, the man comes out and says these things. I said, well, what did he say? He says, Pop, he comes out and says some stuff. I said, well, what did he do? He says, Pop, he walks out and he goes, hello, suck this and MF and kiss my big black stuff and suck it and stick it down in your mouth and suck it.
I like Loaf like lip syncing it like while it's going on.
Second.
Suck it.
So the Sox, they've had a couple of gaffes recently. Most famously recently was the Chris Getz thinking Luis Angel Acuna is a switch hitter,
Yeah,
which he's not. He's not. And then they also spelled, this wasn't Chris Getz talking to the media, but they spelled Murakami's first name wrong, Munataki instead of Munataka. And Beef, you talked about the Sox leaning into the Frank Thomas thing last week. They got to lean into this one. They first of all, when Acuna gets to spring training, his first BP has to be fucking left-handed. And he has to give a whole
working on.
he's got to give a whole thing on how, like, you know, this was a condition of the trade, and he's working on it. He'll be a better switch hitter than Brooks Baldwin by the start of the season. Like, they got to lean into that. But the Murakami thing, I think, could be way more fun. I think that they should have him like the first day with like a fucking goatee, like a fake goatee on, and sunglasses, and he's Munataki, his evil twin brother, and he could talk about Oh, he's the one that's actually going to get the $100 million contract. He's talking to the Dodgers. He's going to be out there and stuff, and he can hit way better. By the way, he is also a switch hitter. The evil brother. Like they gotta do some of this shit. Like just have some fucking fun with it. You fucked up. You fucked up two things very badly. Just now you just got to eat shit for a while.
Yeah, make a joke of it. I mean, that was kind of my thought. You know, as you mentioned with the Frank Thomas thing, why not lean into it a little bit? And I think Guts kind of did. I don't think I saw the response today.
He did. Yeah.
I mean, the response on this, it was from a statement because he actually is back here in Chicago. He said, "So I've probably been getting carried away describing his versatility. He can play every position on the field. Why does it have to stop there?" I called Luis Angel and told him that even though he's just right-handed, we still love him. So he was making a joke of himself on this. But what I thought about this, couple things. One, obviously, it's a very dumb mistake, but it's a dumber mistake to make 4 times because there were different, and it was one at Sox Fest. There was one I had heard before this, and I was like, huh? And then the most recent one, so those are the only 2 that I heard because I blocked out the Sox Fest thing. And so, like, yes, he should get a little shit, but he should get shit in a way where it's like, you make fun of the guy for a little bit, but it's not some broader, deeper statement about anything. It's just a normal gap. Everyone does this in their fucking jobs. And but one thing that caught me, guys, I was saying, you know, no one. It appears nobody told him when he's messed up in the past. So what I wondered here is
that's what I wanted to get to next.
Is they don't want to tell Big Daddy Chris that he screwed up, or are the boys in the front office like, let's hear if he says it again, and they check him every time he does it? They know he's fucking up, but they're not helping him because they're like, fuck that, it's so funny out in the media. I hope it's the second. If it's the second one, I really like what they're doing. I really like to let him do that shit.
I really don't like it's the first one. Like you can't be afraid to tell him that he's saying something dumb. Like that's your job. You gotta say, hey, you know, I know you didn't mean this, but you misspoke today, and you said that Acuna is a switch hitter, and well, you know, I know he's not, but just in case, you know, it slips off the tongue again, you know, watch out for that.
Right.
That's everybody does that to their boss. Everybody should do that to their boss because you don't want your boss going to make fucking asses of themselves and 3-4 times, and then come back to you and say, "Motherfucker, you're the one that told me that." You know, like you gotta keep it. You got to cover your own ass, man.
Yeah, you might want to get it in writing that you send it to him too, just so it doesn't come back and get you.
Why did you tell me that?
Yeah, you'd be like, I did verbally, but actually, I sent you an email at 6:26.
Go flip it and say you were the one that gave him the bad info.
Right.
Like speaking of Lawrence Holmes, like what Mike Murphy used to do to him. Oh, I got
exactly.
Was it the Pro Bowler thing?
Yes.
I was a Pro Bowler. He was a Pro Bowler. He was like, I got some bad information.
I'll get into it.
Can't read.
A little bit with like what I was pissed off about today was that you can't now turn around and like get real crazy about somebody for making a mistake. I understand that it happened 4 times, but I think his whole point in that segment was like saying, you know, hey, this was a salary dump. You're not really concerned about the players that you got back and whatever. And you could have made that point in a better way other than stepping on your fucking soapbox and saying, you got to show me something. You got to show me something. And especially from a guy who famously came out and threw his dirty ass Sox hats at our fucking crowd at Ramova and then claimed he's not a fan anymore, but then wants the current GM to show him something. Even though
he's like, we're going to talk about that in the fart walk. MSS is like, we're talking about it right now.
Well, this is it kind of. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
I got no problem. I just
go for it, baby. Go for it.
I love the action here.
It goes deeper than that, you know. But like, it was just today. It was just like you could have put this a different way. And in my head, I'm listening to this shit, and this is probably going too much. But it was like Addison Russell was at fucking Cubs convention this year. And the Score has, or 104.3 Sports Chicago has the Cubs contract. They didn't fucking mention a word about his ass being here. And I just remember how much, and deservedly so, Mike Clevenger got fucking raked on the score when he was here. And they didn't say a fucking word when Addison Russell came back, and they didn't say a word because they know where their fucking bread is getting buttered. Yeah, and that's fine. And I understand that. But then don't call out hypocrisy over here or act like you're something else when you're fucking doing the exact same. When you guys said it, TMZ bullshit. This is TMZ shit. This is not. This isn't. This is trying to get people a rise, which they worked because they got
a rise out of you.
Yeah. So it's like
I saw it as a way to another opportunity to make fun of Larry a couple times, which I did.
I will say,
good job.
You say, hey, they know where the bread's buttered. Fuck that. I do too, man. If Mazda start crashing in the streets tomorrow, I'm gonna look the other way.
I heard nothing about that.
No, you know what?
No, that's someone else's fault. I think it's talking about Hyundai.
Teresa, we could just be like, Mazda's safety features are off the chart. So if you get smashed up in a Mazda, your chances are better that you'll survive because safety is much better.
It was the fault of the guy in the Honda. I guarantee you.
But it did also hit me when this happened. You know, we've put the bug out there that we'd like to talk to Getz. Now, that's an obvious long shot that they would ever put Getz with us. But I wonder if the reason why is they realized that we could earworm him. If he got stuck in his head that the guy's a switch hitter, imagine the shit we could get buried in his head that we get him start saying, man. Like that's why they keep us far away from Getz. They let us talk to other people, but they're like, I don't know. Those guys might get the earworm in there, and they might get some shit out in the public we don't want out there. You know, that's what I was thinking about a little bit.
Walter McKinnon looks very flatulent. You know, it's like. So
you bought all this tech in the offseason. Have you thought about buying him his fifth finger back? Are we on the case?
I do want to say something about this though, about this whole Acuna thing with the switch hitting. There are two camps of people that are out there right now. There is the camp of people that are like, this is no big deal. Acuna, they really like Acuna, this is a big deal. And they traded for this guy. They like him, and they don't really understand what they have. And then the other camp is, this isn't a big deal because this guy's no good. He's going to be like a utility guy at best, blah, blah, blah. I think it's something different. I think they like Acuna. Yeah. They think he's good. Chris Getz said something stupid. They're totally separate from one another. Like, it's like... he said a dumb thing. It doesn't have an impact on what he thinks of the player or if the player is good. They're totally separate things.
Right.
We're always trying, Tracy, we always try to bring this back to like, think about your own life and career and stuff. Has the boss ever misspoke in your job? And the answer is resoundingly yes, probably every week. Like, why would this shock you that one time you heard like a really dumb thing come out of the 4 times you heard a really dumb thing come out of the gym? It's gonna happen. Shit happens like this. Like, should he not say that? Of course he should not. He should know better. But these things are going to happen.
It's and also like this guy, like as much as we look at this initially and go, it's a salary dump. It looks like they're just getting this utility guy. They like him. They're high on this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's a former prospect. His star is faded, but it was bright at one point. They think that they have something here. He's probably going to start in center field.
I was going to say, Bruce Levine had a quote. He had a quote from Josh Barfield. And Barfield's quote says, Chris is human. He made a mistake and misspoke. Look, we've been looking at Acuna for 2 years. We watch a lot of video and know him well. He will let it roll off his back and keep going. Talking about Chris. Yeah, he fucked up. You fucked up. All right. You got your dick stuck in your zipper. All right. And it is what it is.
And it's good that his boys come and defend him and then say, hey, we've done this. Unlike, like Chuck Swirsky's fans that never came and fucking stuck up for him.
Good callback. I like that.
Josh Barfield could have helped him out a lot earlier.
Tell him he's not But I'm glad he didn't because the boys was laughing about that. That's where it really comes. Now he's got to defend him. They've been laughing about that shit. Now they got to put it.
Were you high at Sox Fest?
All right, Beef.
Boys, I want to talk a little White Sox too real quick here.
Sure.
I watched against my better interest. I watched Foul Territory only because there was 14 minutes of Will Venable.
Yeah.
And so Will Venable, he told AJ Przinsky in Foul Territory, much to my chagrin, because I had bold predicted one of these guys would be the opening day starter, that there's no chance for Noah Schultz or Hagen Smith to break camp with the team. Do you like this level of decisiveness from the skipper about these guys' roles? MSS.
Absolutely. I think that there's an honesty approach that seems to be going through. I mean, not the best week to talk about how honest Chris Getz is to people, but you know,
right.
he seems to have been like, you know, like the stories that we've heard about Colson. You know, he's like, hey, don't give up, please, you know, and just saying, hey, you do this and we'll help you out here. And then, you know, bringing Erick Fedde back, obviously, you know, just to give him money because we were thanking him for 2 years ago. Like, he's being upfront and honest with people. And I think that I like that. So, you know, tell the people where they're at. Tell the people what they need to do. This isn't college basketball recruiting you know, you could just give them money and have them come over before the NIL. So, like, you had to kiss these guys' ass. Oh, you're my starter. And then you find out you're the 7th player off the bench, you know, and you're just one other guy. So I appreciate the honesty, and I think I like the truthfulness that it goes through even to Will.
I like it for a different reason. And I like it because there's at least 7 guys competing for the 5 roster spots. And so you're going to want to see a lot of them. And my guess is that you're going to send Smith and Schultz back to minor league camp earlier because you're going to want them to get a lot of innings, but not here. And so just being decisive about it now and going like, this is the plan. This is how it's going to go. There's no reason that they can't come up during the season. But to start the season, we've already got more guys than we can fit into the 26. And we're going to go with these guys. We're going to see what we get. Now, could there be some fucking catastrophe and like 4 guys get injured and Hagen Smith ends up being on? It could. Well, like, you would look at that and go like, Will could just go, well, I didn't expect any of that to happen. You know, like it's fine. But so
the ship was going to sink.
I honestly don't have a problem with them looking at the roster and having a plan to say, this is what we're going to do. And go with that. It's fine with me. Having a plan is better than not having a fucking plan.
I like these comments back to back. Southside Jeff T says service time honesty, which I don't agree with. And the next comment actually fills in the blank. It's Thomas O says they can't throw more than 3-4 innings. Prove you can handle the workload and they'll be up. Yeah, they're not beating down the door yet. And see, that's why I'm glad that it was decisive already. It wasn't, well, if you have 4 good starts in spring training and we're throwing you up here. That feels desperate, in my opinion. It's decisive. And look, you guys, you haven't done enough of the work that we need here. You know, Noah Schultz, you were injured last year. The knee was bothering you. We know. All right, we had you working on shit. Hagen, you were horrible until you got to Arizona Fall League. Then you pitched okay. We need more of your okay than just 4 weeks in Arizona Fall League. It's honest assessment that the guys are just not quite ready. Could they be ready by June? Yes. They might go down there and tear the cover off the ball, so to speak, and be terrific and blow everyone away. And boom, they're up here in Chicago because they forced their way on the team. And they've been letting these guys do that. They've been letting this team, when the guy looks like they're fucking ready, bring them up here. And it's worked pretty well. These guys have jumped off and played well out of the gate. No one looks like Oscar Colas when they get here. That's a good sign.
That's true.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
All right, I just got a quick question for you guys because my biggest bet on Super Bowl Sunday, as I told you, Beef, was the Colorado Rockies over 52.5 wins. I saw that. I was flipping around. I saw it. I was like, they're not going to lose 110 games. They're just not. They're just not. I don't believe that they're going to. And then they signed Jose Quintana. MSS. Does this help or hurt me? I feel like this is a big help. But he's also not young.
Listen, if there's anyone that's good at losing games because they didn't get the support, it's definitely Jose Quintana. The Rockies do not provide a lot of support either. So that, I mean, that's like, it seems like a really bad situation. I thought you were going to go with Chris Bryant being injured immediately upon entering camp.
No, I mean,
want to play. Feel bad for this guy, but holy shit. Like that's just like epic level.
Cooked.
What a horrible way. Like what did Joe Manning do to this poor guy? like suck his blood out or something? Oh, my God.
Contractually, we can't talk about this. That's Pinwheels and Ivy talk.
That's true.
It's Chris Bryant. Bringing Chris Bryant back every 2 weeks is their stuff. So let's not.
That's true. Yeah, you're jumping.
Respect their space.
Absolutely.
My bad.
Beef. Is this helping or hurting? Because I think MSS just told me not only you're gonna lose, but it's gonna be heartbreaking how you lose.
No, I kind of agree with the path that it's gonna go from MSS. But I think it is a slight help because he was actually still decent last year. Now I think he probably throws too many fly balls for that park. Like there's gonna be too many balls like hitting the gap or whatever. He doesn't. Yeah. He's not like a 49% ground ball guy. Like he just never has been or whatever. And so like, although he's pretty good last year, like this is where pitchers go to die. Like if he was going to fall off a cliff, this would be the year to fall off a cliff in Colorado. And they got a good defense actually. That's like the one thing they got. They got a good shortstop center field. If they're good up the middle, but like, yeah, I think it helps you, Chorizy, but not enough where you should be jumping for joy that you got 52. That's
right.
All I'll say.
God damn it. You guys give me no hope.
Sorry.
No, just looking for a little bit of hope, you motherfuckers.
Too bad.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
MSS, give me something.
All right. We're gonna do it, Loaf. We're gonna have
the
definitive hog talk right now.
Oh shit.
Now, this has been going on since 2018 when Loaf first tweeted that the original pog was Tanya Harding. And if
I
you
still
don't
believe that in my soul.
And if you don't know what a pog is, it is a fat ass white girl. Okay. Yes. But fat with a P. So it's respectful. Okay. Because that's fat with a P is respectful. Loaf claims it's Tanya Harding. I have long claimed that early Marilyn Monroe is the original pog.
Yeah.
Now, Loaf will, like, for what you tell me, and I this is the way I understand it. You're looking more at Marilyn Monroe at end of her career, Marilyn Monroe, when she's been drugged up by the FBI and then possibly murdered, with the drug overdose by some government official because of her dealings with JFK. So if that's the one you're looking at, the one I'm talking about is this one. Yes, this is the Marilyn Monroe that I'm talking about with the cake in the back. Okay. And then there she is again. If you didn't get it from the first shot, look at those hips, Loaf. That is a pog. That is a fat ass white girl. Now, there she is right from behind on a bike, not a boat. And she's riding up the street.
Hello.
Might as well be a boat.
Originally, I looked at this picture of Tanya Harding and was like, she doesn't really have that much.
Yeah.
But then
you watched the movie.
I saw this one and I said, look,
there's a film that really highlights it.
So while I don't
play that, by the way, during our show.
While I don't fully agree that Tanya Harding is the first, I think Marilyn Monroe definitely did it. I think we can agree that right now is the era of the pog. Now, this is a timeline that I have created. Okay. It's called Creating the Pog. All right. In 1920, girls were like, I can't read it because the goddamn slide bar is over it. But anyway, she said it says something with the body style. But then in the 1950s, they went to hourglass. All right. And that's where Marilyn comes in. So hourglass figure, the small waist, big bust, big hips, that's what we got going. 1970s, who's born? You and me, buddy.
We're born
in an era
late 70s,
right before 1990, where we get in. So 1970 happens, and then it starts the Coke years, right? 1980s, you get into
heroin chic, baby. Yeah,
continues in to the 1990s, where it's like skinny, but then towards the end of the 90s, big boobs start coming back, man. Big boobs make a big hit, right? In about the 1990s. That's where Tanya Harding comes in.
Yep.
Now, in 2000, though, what happens? Al Gore creates this magical box that you can go on to, and you can find all sorts of things. A lot of pornography. It's not just an A, B, and C kind of porn anymore. You got everything. You got all the body types. You can get all the people you want. I've long argued that having the internet out there exposed more girls to the industry because you couldn't have 6 people that were selecting who was going to be involved in these movies. So that's what happens in 2020. And in 2023, our good people at Bang Bros started up a series that revolutionized the POG scene. The POG scene, which is big tits, round acids, not acid. No, that would be good too.
No, I must say, you said 2023. Do you mean 2013?
2003. I'm sorry.
2003. Okay, got it. Yeah.
2003. My bad, guys.
No worries.
My bad. It's been a day.
There's a lot of dates out there. It's okay.
You're very dehydrated after putting this together. So I get it.
So now, when Big Tits Round Acids premieres, okay, early in the series, Pog royalty, Gianna Michaels was in like the 3rd fucking episode.
Attaboy.
That is a Pog that
Your MySpace friend.
Yeah. Carmela Bing, Sarah Stone, Whitney Stevens, and the queen of Pogs, Sarah J, soon followed into the Bang Bros scene. Now, to me, Loaf, I don't know about you, but the internet pushed the Pog agenda. Big asses were everywhere, opening many men's minds to the big ass movement that we are living in today. Now, I'm happy that you and I were born in the 70s so that we could be here now and enjoy the Pog revolution that is just taking over, and everyone loves celebrating the big boobs, the big butts, everything. We're embracing the Pog era right now. From 20 to 2026, we are embracing the Pogs. So my finding on all this stuff is Marilyn crawled so Tanya could walk, so Siri could run. And that's the definitive Pog discussion. I would like your guys' thoughts, but I think I have nailed it here. I feel like I think we have found out what happened, and we just know that we all should be lucky that we're living in an era where the Pog is truly celebrated. Your thoughts, BeefLoaf?
Hey man, I will never argue this point again. MySoxSummer, this dissertation was pure beauty. I loved how you highlighted the years, because my point was going to be about this as we're going through it. And I agree with everything you said. I think there's not a hair out of place on this, not a short and curly hair out of place on this. But I was thinking about when you said you were going to do something related to this. I had this thought in my head for a while already, when thinking about how the internet has exploded now with big assed white women and big breasted white women. And, when we were coming up, that was not the most popular type of woman. No. You and I particularly, were in an era where the type of women we like was not that popular. No. So it was a great era for us to be in that era, right? If we were coming up now, it'd be a lot more difficult to meet our wives. There'll be a lot more suitors to meet these beautiful, voluptuous white women that are now like, they're the toast of the town at this point. It is hockey sticked up there where it's like the most popular type of woman.
Yeah. One critique on this.
Sure.
And this is just more, I'm the AV guy, right? I'm just like, that's what I'm here for. When you end it with, so Siri could run, and then you don't have a video of Siri running, I think you let everybody in the comments down. I think these guys were almost there. You messed it up for them, but that is good work overall. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by this. I also am impressed that you cut me out of the picture because you didn't want to have to put in a 1980s thing there because it's such a desolate era.
It's true.
For ass.
It is. Yeah. It's like the cocaine era. Yeah.
Flat ass. It's the flat ass era. I was born in.
Shoulder pads for the women and all that shit. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know what the next one. Oh, the next one was this one. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what the last slide is. But Siri. Oh. But Siri, the only thing that we have to be very careful of, Loaf, going forward, and actually Chorizy too, is the reductions. People getting reductions is ruining a lot of
their choice. But
And
I'm with you, MSS. I'm with you. It's tough.
Just it's sad. It's a really sad time when we lose a soldier who's been in the war for a long time. Like
I
seriously.
think that graphic belongs in the 108 Hall of Fame. I know we usually just induct people, but it's time, and we should induct that graphic, and it's in the 108 Hall of Fame.
That was very good to clear cleanse the palate. We're gonna have Luis Angel Acuna showing up to camp.
This looks right to you, doesn't it? Yeah, I guess. But, see, yeah. Right. Wrong. Right. Wrong. Right. Right. Wrong. Stop it, George. You just stop it.
What the fuck?
Beef. What do you got for us?
Oh, baby. What I got for you guys is I saw something pop up recently that brought a little nostalgia to me. There was a tweet the other day from the Daily Mail. It says Kurt Cobain's death, quote unquote, was a homicide. As shocking new private forensic findings questioned the suicide ruling. Boys, I remember, you remember when Kurt Cobain died. When the evidence started coming out, exactly 0 people thought that shit was still a suicide. Everyone thought it was a homicide at that time. There were 50 million different theories. There's documentaries, movies. I was like, why is this news right now? Yes, we know it was not a suicide. Everyone knows this.
If you ever see me tweet about El Duce, it is directly related to this. This shit's been out there forever. Like I was so flabbergasted by the fact that like someone brought this up as like, hey, we have this new evidence. It's like that is all the old evidence, and we've all thought it was bullshit the whole time. That someone who took enough heroin to kill a fucking horse killed himself with a fucking shotgun.
Right.
It's just like logistically impossible, and yet like we all did it. And then weirdly, Courtney Love became hugely famous after this.
Right.
Dave Grohl too.
Oh, Dave Grohl benefited the most out of this beef with this is a horrible thing to say.
Yeah.
But it's something that I've said to you multiple times while we're out drinking. I give you the question: if Dave Grohl could go back in time and save Kurt Cobain's life, would he?
No.
And like you have to think about it from Grohl's standpoint, man, because imagine being in a band with a guy who's like really depressed, has a huge heroin addiction, his wife is erratic, and all that went away, and then Dave became massively famous. Now, if Dave Grohl had a time machine, I know one thing he might go back and not do, but like this might not be it. He might not save his life. It's a weird thing to think about, but you know, when we get drunk, we think about weird things, and I've brought this up multiple times. I don't know, MSS, what do you think? Do you think he would save his life?
That's so hard. I think he would. I think he would say yes, he would. But I don't think when faced in it, he'd be like, "No, Kurt was hurting too much. He was in too much pain. I wouldn't want to delay the inevitable. He needed to be out of his misery." I think he would say. Now,
it sounds like the gunman to me. That's
what I would say. Like, I don't think that he would say, "Oh, I need somebody to go up there and go shoot him in the fucking head, and then spike his vein with a shitload of heroin." You know, like. Yeah, I don't know. Some guy posted in on a Facebook forum, Pearl Jam one, where the guy goes, they posted this article, and he goes, yeah, I actually knew somebody in Seattle homicide who I asked him, I was like, was it a suicide? And he came out and he was shaking his head, no. And I was like, yeah, that's what we said then too. Like it was, there's no way.
There was no one in that era that thought that was a suicide. No one, when any of the evidence came out, was like, oh yeah, that's still definitely a suicide. With a suicide note, it's nothing about suicide until one sentence at the end that doesn't even look like his handwriting. Like it's fucking ridiculous shit. It's all about breaking up from the band. Like he was gonna be done with Nirvana, which I think was kind of writing on the wall at that time anyway. It seemed like that was gonna be the end of it, right? I mean, like everything you read about that era of them, he had gotten bored with the other guys. He thought they weren't inventive enough or whatever. And you could hear some stuff on In Utero, you know, like Very Ape or whatever. He was going in another direction from what they had been doing with the poppy stuff in Nirvana. All of that stuff makes sense that It was not him who killed himself. And yet we're popping up news. It must be a slow day. They must need some clicks or whatever. Oh, Kurt Cobain will get us clicks 30 years fucking later.
I was gonna say it's like 32 years later or some shit.
Yeah,
absolutely nuts.
What a cold case.
Exactly.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
All right, guys, I got a little thing I found. Beef, you've seen this already. We've talked a little bit about this, but I found a bet, and it was the fewest regular season wins. And the Rockies are up there at the top, minus 400. Sox are next at plus 700, which I think a lot of people that listen to this, watching this, probably don't agree with them being there. But guys, is there a team in here that you're looking at where you're like, man, I would pop a few bucks on this one. I would throw a couple down because I'm looking at the Cardinals because the Cardinals have I think it was like plus 1,500 or something.
Yeah.
They gutted that fucking team, and so
they did.
I'm wondering, are there any that stand out to you guys? Like, and commenters, let me know too, because I think there could be some stuff in here where you're like, okay, this is pretty good odds. I don't know if they're gonna be the worst, but they could be.
Yeah, you want to go first, MSS?
Well, I see it in the chat. The Twins, yeah, that
a lot of
kind of
Twins
jumps out a little bit. But also I'm a little bit intrigued by the Pirates too, because I mean you just never know what's going to happen with the Pirates, and I don't know who else is on that team other than the cancer that is Mike Clevenger.
Paul Skeens almost single-handedly keeps you out of this though. Like but
if he gets hurt, I was thinking about that too. It's volatile on like if Skeens got hurt. What happens there? Do they just start unloading? Because they signed some stuff in the offseason. They got Ryan O'Hearn or whatever, a couple guys, but nothing real big. Do they just start dumping that shit if Skeens, get the salaries off the books? You know how the ownership is there.
And it's a long shot too. Kind of makes me go, I like those. Those are fun. But yeah, I think the Twins would probably be the next one. And then the Marlins, for some reason, you're just like, is this a red? Just like an off, like the Marlins, for some reason, are sticking out too. Those three teams
35
right in a
to
row.
1 on the Marlins. I don't hate it.
And the Marlins had kind of a lucky, they had like a lucky, what did they win last year? Like 80 games or 79 games or something. But it was like lucky as fuck. Like that was like, wait, how did these guys win that many games?
Yeah,
I think it'll be a regression. I don't think that they'll get that low. Beef, we talked about this a little bit. Are you Nats here?
The two I like are Nats and Angels. I think both of them have the Nats are rebuilding the rebuild. Like they went for the rebuild. And it's like when a plane's trying to land, but they have to abort it, and then they just go back up in the air. That's what the Nationals did with their rebuild. They aborted the rebuild. They realized they didn't make it. Like they traded Mackenzie Gore. It wouldn't shock me if they trade CJ Abrams as well. I know we're getting into spring training here, but like it wouldn't shock me if they moved him along too. They're kind of trying to redig that tunnel and get back to the top of the draft and rebuild the farm system. So there's them, and then the Angels are rudderless. The Angels won like 70 games last year, but it was like a lucky ass 70 wins. They don't have shit over there. I mean, they have Trout still, but Trout's like late stage Trout, still good, but like injured all the time. And the roster's horrible. Like they traded off Taylor Ward, who's one of their decent players. Like they just don't, there's not a lot there. They're just kind of at the end of like, this is crappy. They have no farm system. There's nothing to kind of draw from. They don't have any high end talent really. I mean, just like those two to me stick out. I like your Cardinals pick, Chorizy, from their efforts to trade away. I feel like they have enough young talent where they won't. Where they'll just someone will pop up and they'll be just okay enough where they don't end up
68 wins. 68 wins.
Exactly. No, because their pitching staff's horrible. We were looking, me, you and Slim Mick were looking at their pitching staff.
Holy
like,
fuck.
This is a horrendous starting staff, right? Like they didn't even try with this group right here. So that whole pile is kind of fun to think about, talk about as far as like who could be the worst team.
Yeah, Beef. You did the under 68.5 on the Sox.
I did.
I saw something today, and I was going to do this offline with you, but I'll ask right now.
Yeah.
I saw them, they've got these bets where it's like 70 plus wins or 80 plus wins or 90 plus wins. 70 plus wins, you could find, I saw this at DraftKings, plus 200 on the Sox. So you bet the under 68.5 at minus 110, but you could bet the over 69.5 at plus 200.
Wow. Polish middle. I
pretty-
can Polish
yeah.
middle and shit.
Yeah. It's a pretty big variant.
That's what's always called. And no, that's an edge though. That's an edge.
Good. That's a good bet.
Yeah.
I was looking at it today because I saw like I had like a 20% bump on like a $20 bet at DraftKings, and I was like, man, plus 240. That's even fucking better. So that might happen before bedtime tonight.
I'm glad I'll hit the button on this one but I'm glad that
motherfucker.
I'm glad you brought this up because I did want to talk about the 68.5. So I bet under 68.5. First off, before I get into why I bet it, Sammy P for some reason's coming at me that I love Chris Getz or something, and like maybe he's a skeptic of Chris Getz. So I told him, Sammy, you think I love Chris Getz? Why don't you come bet this under with me? And of course he won't because he's a huge coward. But the reason why I bet under. The reason why I bet under is because not because I don't think the White Sox are trending in the right direction. I think they are. But I think it's one of these situations where we're thinking about it a little too fast. And the White Sox, the way they're planning right now, they're not planning to try to be in the wild card race. What they're planning to do right now is they're trying to accumulate as much talent as possible. And they're doing that in a very deliberate way. You're seeing a lot of guys roll in here that are like out of options because they can get them because they're out of options. And so they're stowing some of this talent away. They're going to put some guys in the roster. It's going to be an interesting group when we get to March 26th in Milwaukee to see who they keep on the 40-man. But you already heard it from Will Venable. No chance of Hagen Smith or Noah Schultz being promoted. Braden Smith's not going to be here on opening day. I'm sorry. Braden Montgomery. Sorry. Braden Montgomery's not going to be here opening day. They're looking at it from the perspective, let's get these guys right. We'll take our time with these guys, get them to the majors when they're ready. And they're not forcing any of this stuff. And yes, they did sign free agents, but they didn't sign a big free agent. They signed an upside guy, Mooney. They signed Austin Hayes as just insurance for the outfield. You got a closer just for insurance for your young bullpen that you may end up trading some of it. It's still the building part. And so I just don't believe they're in the, let's win 74 games point. They might. Everything might come together. They might win a bunch of one-run games. They don't, they weren't likely to win, and it might happen. But they just look like that team to me.
I like the bet because you're kind of universally seeing between like 65 and 66 and 67 out there.
Yeah.
So when you see a 68.5, that's an outlier number. So you're taking that extra game or two or three
right.
as opposed to the other bets. And like when you just lost 102 games, like 2 or 3 wins is a lot. You got to start thinking about, like, I was looking at the Rockies bet that I made, and I'm like, this means they got to win like 30 something games at home. Like, because they're terrible on the fucking road.
Yeah.
So like, I need like a 33 win team at home out of them.
400 ball at home. What the hell?
Way closer to 500 than I'd ever want to think about the Rockies being. But when you start putting those numbers to it, and you think about the White Sox winning 68 games, the White Sox have to be almost 500 at home. Like, they have to be creeping up on 500 at home.
Correct.
To get that number. And I don't know. We go to all their home games. I didn't see that.
If they are, great. If they are, that would be tremendous. I would love it.
It's the thing. Losing that bet, you'll enjoy the shit out of losing that.
Yeah.
That bet is paid for if you get your ass kicked on that.
But it was not an emotional hedge. It was this is the way I see where the team is at.
Oh no, I'm with you. I'm not saying it is, but you are going to be crushed when you bet the over 70 and it lands, or over 69 and a half and it lands at 69. Everybody be like, ooh, that was a nice season. And you'll be like, my life is ruined. I'll never financially recover from this.
Oh yeah.
MSS, what do you got? You bet the 68 and a half?
No, I haven't bet shit. I bet something on the Super Bowl. I don't remember what I bet, but no,
you
I
bet
haven't
the kicker
bet
to
anything.
win the MVP.
No, I should have. But I won the numbers. I won the final numbers in our ticket agents nut squares, and so I won I got
good.
500. Yeah,
if he owes anybody, it's you. So that's
you.
Yeah.
So I gave him. No,
Hey, can you do this real small thing for me? No.
we talked about this, right?
MSS won the square. It was like $1,000 square, and our ticket rep called him and said, "I gave half of it to Wally." That's cool, right?
Yes. He gave Wally the good squares, gave me the bad ones. Winning on a 9-3 is pretty fucking awesome too. Let me tell you. But no, I tipped him. I tipped him 10%, so I tipped him $50, which I thought was fair.
Yeah,
which
more than
seems
generous,
like standard. I took the 25 out that I originally put in, and then I told the girls that there was another 25 to get to the 500, so they each got $10, and then I gave my wife $5 because I gave her about $60 at BCA night, and that she wasted on fucking tickets and didn't win shit. So I'm like, you got your money.
That's for
already,
charity,
so,
my friend.
Yeah, I'm like, I know, it was for a good cause. Good cause.
None of us won that big thing of scratchers though. That was disappointing. We would have stayed there all night
and scratched them.
We would have scratched them all night.
100%.
Like one moment on that, because Slim Mick pulled it, like said it correctly. They pulled a ticket to win, for the cards, like you rip them in half.
Was a split. It was a split for the cards, yeah.
And for the deck of cards, and they let it linger for 45 seconds. They're like, anybody got ace of spades? And then they're like, 45 seconds later, okay, I guess not. Let's move to the next one. And then Mick just goes, they're probably in the bathroom, or something. And they were in the bathroom.
Of course.
And then so the person came out and she had won the last one.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's okay. She's like, I had the card, but that's okay. I don't need it. And then Dr. Feelgood had actually won it at our table and he goes, I'm going to split it with her. I'm going to give her half and I'm going to take half. And I was like, what a fucking stand-up guy. Like, good that Dr. Feelgood. He's such a good guy.
He's great.
Just a good guy.
Yeah, he's a real dude. There's no question about that.
Yeah, so no, I don't have any bets yet.
Motherfucker.
I do want to hit home run bets again this year, though. So I might have to load up a little bit if they give me a little bonus, a little match. I might do some home run bets. Who's up?
You're up.
Okay. So this year, after years of asking the White Sox to please do this, they have instituted a guaranteed promo at the guaranteed rate field. Okay. G-rate field. Now, what it is in addition to buying your game ticket, you can guarantee yourself the promotion that is being given out that day by putting a little extra money out there when you buy your ticket. First up, the AJ Jenks bobblehead they're giving away on Easter Sunday.
That's a good one to do it with. That's a good one to do. That's a great bobblehead.
Very desirable bobblehead. And there will be a lot of people, I think, despite it being Easter Sunday, that are going to show up and want to get on into that. Okay. So the tickets just went on sale on the 11th to the general public. So that was the first time that I was able to get in because I forgot to get in during my presale and go and look and see how much this thing will cost you. And so I thought I would do the research just like I did with the Pugs. I would go in here and tell you what it's going to cost you. So if you go on Easter Sunday, you can get the cheapest ticket, which is $11, which is an upper deck corner seat, and that's what it's going to be, $11. Add in $25 to get the pass that you can get the bobblehead early. So you have to pay $25 extra. Now, you get $5 of that back at the Shy Sox Bar and Grill. So you can go and use $5. So it's only $20, but then you got to spend $27 on 6 wings. So I don't know.
I was just going to say that $5 is not a real $5.
But it's $5. Okay. So now you got to pay $8.25 taxes or fees, $2.16 in taxes. And if you're going solo and you got to park, $18.56 to get a parking. A grand total to guarantee yourself that AJ Bobby Jenks bobblehead on Easter Sunday is $64.97. Now, if you don't want to park there and you're going to park somewhere else for free, maybe take a shot, maybe you know somebody that lives in the neighborhood, it's only $46.41 to get that bobblehead with the pass. Now,
and you go to the game.
Like, right? Yeah. But you got to sit in the shitty seat. Well, not really, because I don't think they're going to check. So you don't have to sit there either way. But still, the cheapest way to get it, $46.41. People are concerned that this takes away from the bobblehead gate giveaway. So that like, oh, they're going to just take whatever's going to be given away at the gate. They're going to give it to the people in the bar and grill. Not true. Okay, I called, I texted, and I got a lot of information because I was like, explain this to me. And so they gave me the big exclamation. Okay, so they're ordering extra to take care of this. It's only available on 8 promos right now. It's the Jenks bobblehead. It's the City Connect 2 jacket. It's the homies. It's the catcher bobblehead.
I knew it.
My whole dashboard.
They got like all these. It's being limited to only 200 per game. So they won't sell more than 200 of them. So you're not going to have a ton of people over there, and it's going to be that. I don't know if I was supposed to share that, but I'm sharing it. You also,
hello.
People are worried.
It's like, by the way, I bought 198 of them.
No,
you're going to sell 2
Buy now.
You can only buy like 2. Like, even no matter how many tickets you get, you can only buy like 2. Like, it cuts you off. Now, if you buy 1 ticket, you can still get 2 passes, but you need somebody to go in there with you with a game ticket to get it. So they said they're going to be lenient on certain things, but not like you can't just show up there with 20 of these things and say, give me 20 bobbleheads. They're just not going to do that. Now, what I heard, and I heard maybe some of this from a guy named Walter E. Money, saying that this is just going to drive the resale prices crazy and through the roof because the prices now are going to go up on the bobblehead because people can get it and guarantee it. This was before we knew they were only going to do a certain amount. I want to explain how resale works because I don't think some people understand how resale works. I am not spending $45 on a bobblehead to potentially make more than $45. I'm not doing this for $5. I will spend $11 to make 50 or $11 to make 35 or 40, but I'm not spending 45 to make 60. If that makes any sense, I don't want to risk anything here, right? That's just not what it is. So I don't think that's going to happen. So that is taken care of. Folks, it's a nice little benefit. The Sox it's not there yet, but hopefully if people use it this year, it gets better next year and it gets cheaper. And we can get to like what they have in Cleveland where they charge you like $100 and you get all the fucking giveaways for the whole year. It's no big deal. You just go right, you just get it right there. So I like this a step forward to get a promo guaranteed, but it's still a little bit too expensive and really not hitting what I need it to hit, but your guys are
like it to be $5 and you can buy unlimited. Honestly though, MSS, you've talked about this before, and I always agreed with you that like they should do a lot more of these giveaways where it's like you just add it to your ticket, and it's like $5 to add to your ticket, and everybody who wants to add $5 to the ticket gets one of these things. Right. And there's a separate line. Like they've done this a few times now.
Yep.
I thought that was way better. I thought that was a way better thing because I can I could go to my seat and be like, I'm going to wait till there's no line. I'm going to go back and go get my thing and go get my bobblehead in like the third. Right. Like, so I like that version. This is like kind of like a mix, right? Like you could get it free, but if you want to guarantee it, you got to pay for it. I do think $25 is a lot though for it.
It's a little expensive.
I will reiterate that the $5 for the fucking the Bacardi at the park or whatever it's called now is fucking worthless. It's worthless.
No,
because you know why we go to Cork? We don't go there because they have the same prices as the game. Why am I gonna? I'm not in the game anymore. I'm not gonna pay $11 for beer. I can walk 400 feet and have regular priced beer.
And you're closer to home now, and you can stumble out of there and not have to worry about it.
But I mean, they got to be doing the higher price there because they're just testing it. You get, I think, like MSS says, if it goes, if people like it, it'll get cheaper as you go along. Yeah. So that'll be a nice little thing for people. I like that too. I'm not so into the giveaways where I would probably do any of this. There might be a rare one that I do, and obviously we get the box at the end of the year. But I think a lot of people see certain giveaways, they want them. But they don't want to wait in that fucking line with all the animals, whatever, 4 hours before the game. They want
We're stinky too. We're stinky.
Let them pay a little extra and they get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Beef. What if they did like Vassell and Shane Smith in the Pine Barrens episode as a bobblehead? And it's $5 extra.
Yeah, no, I would kill somebody to get that bobblehead.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
All right, I got to talk to you guys about New York. 'Cause New York, something's going on over here. I saw two weird ass articles about the dating scene there, and this is the first one. I'll give you this headline. And Beef, this is right after I was talking with you and Slim Mick and like going like, I love going to New York City and Hell's Kitchen is fucking awesome and it's underrated. This says New York singles are looking for love at medieval times. It's like Hooters but for women. And this article is about how women are going to medieval times, not to actually pick up dudes, but to flirt with the knights. And like the knights will like throw them a rose and shit. And they're like, I feel chosen, and there's like such chivalry and stuff. And I'm like,
God,
this chivalry from
this
a
guy
knight.
This guy works at Starbucks during the day. Like it's not.
He wants to be an actor.
It's not what you think it is, but it's like so fantastic. And the Hooters thing is like such a great analogy,
right?
And then so I saw that, and I'm like, NYC, I'm worried about you. I'm already worried about you. I love New York City, but I'm worried about it. And then I saw this, and I don't got a graphic for this, but I'll just tell you about it. There's a bar in New York City in Hell's Kitchen called Same or some shit like that. But it's a bar for you to go on a date with your AI partner. So basically, you go to a table of one, you put on some headphones, and you talk with your AI partner. This feels like a terrible idea to me. I'm gonna give you two reasons why I think this is
only two.
These are the two main reasons why I think this is a terrible idea.
Okay.
First, the possibility of someone jacking it in this bar is extremely high.
Really high.
So it's incredibly high.
Man or woman, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not being flicked. I don't know. Second, if you are dating an AI partner, I'm just gonna guess you're not really a let's hit the town kind of person. Like that's not your bag. You're not out and about. You're like, where can I grab a drink right now with my AI partner? You're more likely you, the AI partner, and a body. That's what it sounds. It's the more realistic version of this. So, guys, what is going on in New York City? And do you think that this is also going on in Chicago and we just don't know about it? It's not as public.
Now, the first part to me didn't sound so crazy. And here's why. So, like the knights in a medieval times thing, they might kind of be hunks, a little hunky, right? Or whatever.
They probably are, right?
So there could be a little bit of that action going on there. And you didn't say what age woman it is. It could be the divorcee woman.
These were women in like their 20s.
In their 20s, okay.
But still, it could be girls' night out, just a fun.
Absolutely, and just having fun because male strip clubs aren't. I'm sure they exist where there's men stripping, but it's not really a thing, right? And fuck that dancing bear. I don't care what you say, MSS. That dancing bear is no good. Keep the dancing bear out of here. This is safer than the dancing bear. Okay, this is safer than the dancing bear. It's fine.
now you hit him where it hurts.
They're protected.
There's some real good ones of
further
those,
further away from the dancing. No dancing bear. But that one I understand. I do not get the go out on a date with your AI partner. Like the AI thing, the way it's set up or whatever, is so much closer to like watching internet porn or like a Zoom call or something like that. Some occasionally people do that in like coffee shop or whatever, but you mostly do that at home or in the office. Now, I'm not saying go to the office with your AI partner and and fornicate on your desk or anything, but those are the environments that usually contain that type of activity. And so I'm not down with that. It's a little weird. We should cut that off. This is for socializing, not for that shit.
So, Chorizy, I looked up the article, and one of the parts of it is funny. It's like Madison Ray of Fort Myers, Florida, stitched her phone number into a handkerchief with the intention of giving it to a knight before attending an Orlando show. I was born and raised on Disney movies. Young girls were promised knights in shining armor. She told the Post, now we've grown up and have men on dating apps who can't even plan a date after texting for 2 weeks. That's hell on earth. And it's like, wait, so you think that giving your number to a knight and he's going to call you is easier than dealing with like a guy that can't pick out a date, other than just saying, hey, let's go to the bar, or hey, let's go do this.
It's fantasy though, right? It's 100%
a fantasy, because I know what movies I grew up on, and I'm not getting any of the shit that I saw in those movies. You know what I mean? Like,
is it more ridiculous? Is it more ridiculous though than the guy that goes to the strip club and says the stripper really likes him?
Oh,
you know, like I mean, like
that guy
very much exists.
Right, it's less actually. These women could have a one night stand one of the nights. That's totally within the cards.
Not to mention, medieval times probably way cheaper than
way cheaper, man, way cheaper.
I don't know I think girls understand that they can have sex kind of whenever they want, right? Like I remember most
but they don't always want with the choices available. You know what I'm saying? Like we say that, but then you got to think about it from that perspective. Yeah, men can have sex whenever they want, kind of too. There's some real bad choices out there that you can make if you want to. You don't want to make them. I mean, there's levels of this. But
MSS, you can have a steak dinner any night of the week if you want to go dumpster diving in Fulton Market. But that's true. That's right. A lot of us are above eating with the rats, you know. So
that's true. I just remember in college, like being up, like we were going for somebody's 21st birthday. We were like, we're going to a strip club, and one of the girls I worked with at the bookstore was like, I don't understand strip clubs, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes it's just fun, you know. You're hanging out. She's like, yeah, because anytime I want to see a guy, I just go, hey, get naked, and he just gets naked. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Like we don't really have that. We don't.
Yeah, it's not as easy.
That.
You're right. Yeah.
We just go, hey, you chicks want to come over to my house.
That's something you want to see, though.
MSS, you could just tell someone to get naked, but you'll go to prison for that.
Yeah, might not get the desired response.
Or their dad will kick your ass. There's a lot of risk of that. I agree.
True.
There is. But anyways, I want to introduce you guys to my AI part. No, I'm just kidding.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Beef, give me something.
Boys, I saw this and I couldn't resist. This is a meme that was out there. It says, someone offered you $20 million, but you have to send one of your friends to prison for 4 years. Would you do it? Now, the answer to this is obviously yes. You'd definitely send one of your friends to prison for 4 years for $20 million. You'd probably be willing to give them $5 million when they get out. That's not really what I want here. It got my brain racing, and it got me thinking, like, who from White Sox Twitter do you think could survive best in prison, in the joint? Out of all that, we've met a lot of these people, we've hung out with people or whatever, and I just think it got me thinking about if someone we knew had to go to jail from Sox Twitter, who would you like? If they went, you're like, they're gonna be okay. I look forward to seeing them in 3.5 years when they get out for out a little bit early for good behavior, and they're gonna come out and they'll be totally fine, unscathed at being in prison. Now, I had a thought initially, so I can start. I'm happy to start.
You go start.
I got one, Teresa. You said it.
Okay, go for it.
The guy that came to mind is Joey P. because for one, Joey P would be right in with all the Mexicans. He would be right in, and
he'd be Londa.
So he's already got a base. He's already got a base crew. Yeah. But the thing is, with all the infighting that you see in White Sox Twitter and everything, pretty much everybody is like, I like Joey P.
Yeah, it's true.
I love Joey P.
He's got best vibes out of anybody.
Yeah,
elite
I just
vibes.
Feel like everybody just gets along with him, and which is a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing, and he's on a podcast.
That's true.
Like once you jump onto the podcast thing, someone hates your guts.
You're super hateable to begin with. Yes,
I've yet to see someone say like, I don't like that Joey P guy, and so I think that is a huge piece. Plus, he's not small.
It's true.
So like he's. I don't know if he can fight. I have no idea. I don't want to find out. But he looks enough like he could that like people would be like, I ain't fucking with that. I ain't fucking with that. So I think he would like, especially if he's only gonna ride it out for a little while. 4 years is a long time. That's Puff Daddy. That's Puff Daddy time.
That's right.
Yeah. 4 years is a couple years, man.
But if he knows I'm giving him, you know, 2 million of the 20 million when he gets out. But I'm a 10% guy. I think he'd be down.
Maloney in the comments says Joey P will be running that joint in 6 months. He goes, plus Sandy P's ride or die would sneak shit in for yeah, there'll be some real Henry Hill and Karen shit. Sneaking some shit.
Like she had like drones going over dropping shit, you know, like how they do.
I'll go next, MSS. And I can't believe a commenter fucking took mine already. But the name that came to my head immediately was Missy Carroll. And here's why. Melissa, good friend of the show. She's tough. She's smart.
Yeah.
And she's a little crazy. You know what? She's a lot crazy. And I think you need some crazy in you if you got to go and deal with that thing just to keep people at arm's length, just to keep people a little from getting a little too familiar. You need some crazy to you. And I think she's got the ingenuity to be able to do it and be able to do it fine, kind of not in exactly the same way you're saying Joey P would do it, but I think she would thrive just fine and come out of there and it's like, yeah, no big deal doing my 3.5 years of good behavior. And then Uncle Beef would give it a 5 mil. I'm not, I'm a 25% guy, Trees, so not 10% guy.
Huh. You know, I have a lot of people that have come to my mind, and I've found a flaw in most of them. But like Vino comes up, he'd probably be good because he's a big dude too. He's big. He can talk to everybody, but there's a lot of people that don't like him. He's got people that don't like him. Like his mouth might get him in trouble. Yeah. And so that's what I would be worried about. Walter E. Money. No, a lot of people like him, and he's got good stories. And how he's super
soft.
He is soft.
He can barely last a day in the sun. You think he's going to last a day in prison?
He can make it through prison. We have to become someone's bitch. Like he was shooting for people that wouldn't have to do that life.
Oh,
you know, he would be.
So, this is who I want to put in, and I know his real name, I think, but I'm not going to say it. But Dirty Frank, that is on our. In Twitter, I think he would mesh in really well because any guy that can do lines of cocaine in front of Brooks Broyer, do key hits with his friend, and then maybe try to offer it to me and me going, "What are you doing?" Is fucking just
an all-time moment in 108.
Be okay, and he's fun to hang around with, and he's a nice guy. But also is just a lunatic. So he fits right in with that Missy. You got to have a little crazy in you to get through. So yeah, I'm going to pick Dirty Frank.
It's funny that Beef, even in this conversation, this weird who can last in prison, MSS still found a way to work Brooks Boyer into the conversation.
I can't believe it, Tracy. I can't believe he was able to work Brooks Boyer in there. I think I saw this.
I didn't even see that.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Oh man. I would never wear a shirt like that, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Go fuck yourself.
That's I didn't make that, by the way.
It'd be a little better than that. I know who made it.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
I know exactly who made it.
MySoxSummer, what's up?
Once I start seeing the same people commenting about stuff, I'm like, oh, this got shared in some fucking chat. And okay.
I mean, obviously I saw it out there and I saw it in a certain chat.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty crystal clear. When certain people respond, you're like, oh, somebody share this because they haven't commented on my shit for like 3 weeks. Got a new game for you.
Yes.
It's a game. I am a famous person, or not a famous person. I'm a person that has lived out west. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to live in California. And I've met some famous people. I thought I would have a game. We're going to have 5 different slides, 5 different things of celebrities that I potentially have met or haven't met. And I picked different people in different areas and of different stuff. But I wanted to start off with 1980s frontmen. Who do you think I've met from Vince Neil, Sebastian Bach, or Dave Mustaine? BeefLoaf, you go first. Pick somebody you think I might have met.
Man, I want to pick Sebastian Bach. That's like just because the picture's so striking, whatever. But I don't think that you would recognize Sebastian Bach, but I think you would absolutely 100% recognize Dave Mustaine, and so I think you met him.
Okay.
See, I think this is at Alice Cooper's place, and I think, and this is West Coast.
Well, it was Arizona, Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it out west.
It's not West Coast.
It's not the
a
coast.
desert.
I know it's not West Coast.
It's right by a beach, not really, but yeah.
There's a lot of pools, not an ocean.
I'm thinking Vince Neil. I'm thinking Vince Neil for sure.
So you're both correct. The only person I haven't met out of these three is Sebastian Bach. I have not met Sebastian Bach. He did not play Alice Cooper's restaurant when I was there. Dave Mustaine is a part owner. I was yelled at.
Jackie Trion says Sebastian Bach looks like Cameron Diaz, and I cannot disagree.
Bigger cock, though. He can tie his dick in a knot, apparently. So Dave Mustaine was a part owner in the Alice Cooper's restaurant, and he would come in to watch Raiders games. And I remember telling him, "Hey, I'm getting well, his son yelled at me first, which was fun. He's like, "Is my dad here? My dad's Dave Mustaine. Is my dad here? My dad is Dave Mustaine." And I was like, "No, he's not here." I would recognize his girly looking red hair fucking ass. Okay, he ain't here. Not here yet. Go fucking settle down. Have a cheese stick. Vince Neil played Alice Cooper's restaurant, and I walked him in because they would always send me out there as a security guard looking guy to walk people in to get them downstairs into the green room. And so I walked him in. Now, Danny Zalesko, who's a huge fucking promoter in Phoenix, was like good friends with Vince, and he was playing the show for Danny. I asked Danny, can I get an autograph and a picture with Vince maybe after, whatever? He goes, absolutely not. You do not ask him for an autograph. He will yell at you and potentially punch you in the face. Do not ask him for a fucking autograph. And I said, I'm going to take your advice, Danny, and not do that. I do not need to get punched in the face by Vince Neil. So fuck that. I did not do that. So you guys were right on. Vince Neil and Dave Mustaine.
I think you could take Vince Neil.
I do too, actually. Yeah.
He wasn't fat then, and he was with like 3 strippers. And I was like, God, this guy's living the life. And I had just seen, the behind the music about Motley Crue saying how much he loved his wife. And it's always a rough scene when you see the behind the music and you're like, oh, I love my wife. My wife was with me for all my things. And then you're like, here he is with 3 fucking whores. So, yeah. Well, strippers. They're not necessarily horse. All right, next up, sports goats. Now, there's 3 people here.
One guy's Ali, real drinky out of this group.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali, Wayne Gretzky, and Tony Hawk. Chorizy-E. Who do you think I've met out of?
I want it to be Gretzky. I'm going to say it's Tony Hawk.
Okay.
I mean, Gretzky is the drunkest motherfucker, not only in this picture, but on Earth. So I assume it was Gretzky rolling into one of the establishments where you were working at, whether it be Alice Cooper's or some other place, just drunk off his fucking.
But Muhammad Ali being on the list makes me think it had to happen, because why would he be on this list? But I'm going to go Tony Hawk. I'm going to stick with Tony Hawk.
So Muhammad Ali was at a Phoenix Suns game when I was there. I did not meet him, though. So I was in the same room as Muhammad Ali, but I did not meet him. Wayne Gretzky, part owner of the Phoenix Coyotes, never came into Alice Cooperstown. He was not. He never was there. Tony Hawk, 100% met him. It was the fucking awesomest day ever. I was like, I am meeting the Michael Jordan of skateboarding. I thought it was fucking really cool. Got a picture. Fucking eyes totally closed in the fucking picture. Can't even show people because I look horrible. But I did meet Tony Hawk, and I always thought that was really cool.
I have never met Tony Hawk, but I was walking downtown in River North. I was walking back from lunch or something back when I worked in public accounting, and I legitimately walked right past him. I saw him. We were like this close. Like I walked like legit. He's like waiting for a like a bus or whatever the fuck. Not a CTA bus, like a private bus that they were getting into. And when I walked past, I got like a half block past. I'm like, that was fucking Tony Hawk. I can't believe I didn't say anything when I walked past the dude. Supposed to be a really nice guy.
Yeah,
he
was
enjoy
really
your
nice.
encounter, MSS?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll take a picture with you. And I was like, thank you. That was really nice of you. Much nicer than Vince Neil, apparently.
And his kid is married to Kurt Cobain's kid, right?
Yes,
yeah, that's right. Yes.
The last
conversation.
My God.
Yep. Okay, next up. On who has MSS met popular podcasters?
Is that Dax Shepard at the end?
Yes. Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan, and Dax Shepard. BeefLoaf. Who have I met out of Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan, and Dax Shepard.
If you had met Joe Rogan, it would have been a big fucking deal, I feel like, amongst just people we know. You would have blabbed about it, mentioned it. It could be Dax, but I feel like I would remember that. I'd remember that you met him if you mentioned that to me ever. So I'll say Theo Vaughn. I'm aware of Theo Vaughn. I know he has a big podcast, but I've never listened to a goddamn thing he's done. And to me, he's like kind of not as famous as these guys, even though I know his podcast is enormous.
I think he's too new on the scene, though, for MSS to have crossed paths. So I'm going to say Dax Shepard. I'm going to say Shepard. This is a while ago, Dax Shepard. Like Dax Shepard was only on Punk'd or something at the time.
Nice.
BeefLoaf, you win. I have actually met Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn, before he became I don't want to call him a right-wing podcaster, but I definitely don't want to call him a liberal. He was a stand-up comedian, and he used to go to like any podunk hole-in-the-wall stand-up comedian club or comedian room. And my buddy in Huntington Beach ran a comedy show at this bar that I used to do graphic design stuff for. And he happened to be there one night. And I was like, this is insane. The guy from Road Rules is here. Like, that's awesome. I get to meet the Theo Vaughn guy from MTV Road Rules. And then all of a sudden he becomes a fucking huge ass podcaster, which is just crazy. So yeah, I have met Theo Vaughn. Joe Rogan never met. In Dax Shepard, I had to throw him in there just to throw somebody off. I'm glad it worked with Chorizy because I didn't know who else to put in there.
You put the black and white picture too to make it seem like, oh, this was from a long time ago. He kind of got you hooked on that thing, Chorizy.
I didn't know that Theo Vaughn was from Road Rules. Otherwise, I would have known. MSS likes all those terrible MTV shows.
I do really. He did. No, you're right. That era, he loved all that shit. You're absolutely right.
That. The wife and I would watch that shit all the time. We don't watch it anymore because there's no people that we recognize. All our people have aged out. They're not there anymore. So it's not as much fun. It's just drama and people yelling at each other.
Can I give these podcasters a little bit of grace? And you were saying like Theo Vaughn's a right wing, which you might be. It's like you might lean right, whatever.
He was hanging out in Huntington Beach, so yeah, he was.
I was thinking about the podcasters a little bit. These guys catch a lot of shit, and I was thinking, if our audience was like, let's say 20 times the size, we would catch shit every single fucking episode. Every episode we would catch some shit. So I was like, you think about when you're an enormous podcast like this, you got to catch shit every episode. Otherwise, you ain't doing your job.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. This is the fourth. We have two more. 1990s rappers. Who has MSS met? And your options are Ice-T, Chuck D, and Kid from Kid and Play. His name is Christopher Reed. If you don't know him by his name, Kid from Kid and Play, House Party, and the band Kid and Play. Chorizo.
I think you've met all of them. I'm gonna say you sweep the board on this one. I think you've met all three of these people.
BeefLoaf.
I like that guess. Well, I know with certainty that you've met Ice-T. You've told a story about meeting Ice-T at a strip club. So I know that one.
That's why I was like, he threw that in. That's an obvious one.
That's the one that's been told on the pod. No, it's a while ago since you told it. So, different audience, whatever. The OGs will remember that, But looking at the list, I mean, like, have you met Chuck D? I'll go just with Ice-T. I'm going to go away from what Chorizo said. I'm not sure about the other guys.
Chorizo, you're 100% correct. I met Ice-T at a Las Vegas strip club. Oh shit. It was the one that Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse.
You wanted the free t-shirt, right?
I wanted a free t-shirt because that was the first place that Jenna Jameson was like a strip club. It was like that was the first place she stripped. And like they were doing free t-shirts with a lap dance. So I went and was like, just grab some random
everyone
girl.
Drink because MSS begged for free shit.
No. I paid for the lap dance. No, I paid for the lap dance so I could get a t-shirt. And I was like, this is a 2-for-1. You do this, right? Like you definitely do this. And so I just grabbed this girl who I'm not even really interested in because I just am excited to get a free t-shirt $20 t-shirt. And while she's giving me the worst lap dance ever, goes, do you know who Ice-T is? And I go, yeah, I do know who Ice-T is. And she goes, he just walked in. And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah, I know him. And I was like, oh, really? And this is just graduated from college, full of fucking confidence, MSS goes, well, why don't you introduce me to him then, since you know him so well? And so she's like, all right, I'll be right back. And I was like, whoa, I'm paying for a dance here, but feel free. So my buddies are sitting in the stage and I'm like yelling at them to come over. And they're like, well, he's like, what? I go, come over here. And he comes over. He's like, what's going on? He's like, where's your girl? And I was like, don't worry about it. I go, guess who's here? He's like, whoa. And I was like, Ice-T. And I'm like, we're going to meet him because she knows him. And so she comes back and goes, he's going to be over there. And then he's going to go to the back room. So just go over there and just try to meet him. I was like, this bitch don't know him at all. So we all walk over there. And I was just like, I go, Mr. Ice-T, it is so great to fucking meet you. I like admire you. I love Body Count and I had you, on the Rolling Stone on my wall. And he's like, cool. Nice to meet you. One love, whatever. And then my buddy met him too. And then he just disappeared in the back room with a bunch of chicks. And it could have been when he met Coco. I don't know, but I didn't
I was going to ask, is this pre-Coco?
I see who it was.
MSS introduced him. The dancer was Coco. That was on MSS.
No way. MSS would have kept doing the dance. He wouldn't have cared about Ice-T if it was Coco.
It was another one of those like behind the music things where he's talking about how his wife was so down and so loyal, and then they got divorced like almost immediately upon releasing the behind the musics. Now, Chuck D, I met like a month later after I met Ice-T because he was at NIU and was giving a speech and was talking about whatever, and I got to go meet him afterwards and got a bunch of shit signed. That was awesome too. Chuck D, fucking one of the greatest all-time rappers, this big for the MSS, both Ice-T and Chuck D.
Oh, there's no question.
Christopher Reed from Kid and Play, shockingly, met him at the same comedy room in Huntington Beach. He tried to be a stand-up comedian too.
Oh, now, shit.
He's a big Bears fan. So when I met him, I was wearing a Walter Payton jersey, and he kept calling me Sweetness and said, we should get together and do something. We'll do it for Sweetness. And I was like, absolutely. This man shook my hand.
Oh, fucked him.
He had so much lotion or whatever on. I smelled like Christopher Reed for almost 3 days. He was this fragrant. He was a fragrant motherfucker. He was nice. He had a shaved head at this point, so he did not have the big hair anymore. Yeah. But him and my buddy Bob, who was the comedian, did the little house party dance together. And I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So
you and I still got to coordinate that. We still got to learn how to do that and do it together,
So, but yeah, no, I met him too. So that was it's like this. I got to do all three of these motherfuckers because I was gonna put Flavor Flav in there, but I've never met Flavor Flav. I've only slapped hands with them, so I have never met them. So
the comments say it doesn't count without the hair.
All right, so
your answer's been revoked, Chorizy.
This is going to be the least surprising slide of the night for both of you and everyone watching this right now, which seems to be a few people. Who has MSS met adult actresses? And I have 4 selections here of 4 women that MSS has potentially met. Number 1, Jenna Jameson. Number 2, Ashlyn Brooke. Number 3, Tara Patrick. And number 4, Belladonna. BeefLoaf, I think you're up.
Yeah, I'm first. I'm almost positive you mentioned to me before that you met Jenna Jameson. I think obviously she was the biggest star of that era, so that would make sense that she's sought after. I'm going to say the only other one that you've met is Tara Patrick. I'll go selection 1 and 3 is what going to be my choice.
Okay. Chorizy.
I'm going to say the only one you haven't met is what's the second girl's name? The blonde girl in the middle there?
It's Ashlyn Brooke.
Ashlyn Brooke. You've not met Ashlyn Brooke. You put a more of an unknown there for us to go like, oh, he obviously met her. Maybe he went on a date with her.
No.
But I think you met everyone but her.
So I used to go to Erotic LA out in California, and this is where I would have met all 4 of these women. Jenna Jameson famously had a big, huge booth. I stood in line for close to 2.5 hours. They cut the line off right before I was going to get up there to meet her. Did not get to meet Jenna Jameson. So I never met her.
You had told us that she was nice.
No.
Must be someone else. Yeah.
There's definitely other people that were really nice. She was not one of, or not. It wasn't even her fault. They just had to get her out of there. She'd been signed autographs for like 2 hours or some shit. So like it was stupid. And then I was like, I'm never waiting in line for an autograph again. And then here I went to Sox Fest 97 times after that and waited in line ridiculous amounts. Ashlyn Brooke, who, if you're at home, was rumored to be sleeping with Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's her famous part of the culture. I actually met her. She was there when she was first coming up. Ashton Brooke, like great adult actress, fun times. Brought back a lot of nostalgia today. Thinking about her. Movies still hold up.
You almost did Carlton. That's talking about her.
My guy MSS is exhausted from his research today.
I respect it though. Game right here.
Tara Patrick, the first year that I was at Erotica LA, she was there. Evan, her husband from Biohazard, or ex-husband from Biohazard.
He was from Biohazard. He was in Oz too.
Yeah, he was there. I did not get to meet him. Did not get to meet her the first year, but the second year she was there, there was enough time for me to sneak in and meet Tara Patrick. Absolutely stunning. Don't know why she did pornography, but just beautiful looking girl.
I was gonna say she's absolutely gorgeous. Like
she is.
A rare porn star is just like.
It was very odd. She was like, she was 2 inches too short to be a model, so she became a porn star. I was like, I don't think that's how it works exactly, but okay.
You didn't have to do that.
Do what you got to do.
Now, Belladonna, who was a very, very popular girl in the early 2000s and then into the mid 2000s, porn star, she was at both the Eroticas, but never got to meet her. Lines were always too long, and they'd cut her off. So I had not met her. I've only met the two in the middle, Ashton Brooke and
I did terrible on this round. So
that was it. That's who I met. I was gonna do Chorizy. I was gonna do two of these. I was gonna go who has MSS met regular, and then who has MSS met after dark. And and then have like all four. And then I was like, this is getting too creepy. I'm running out of time. So I can't do that. So that was who has MSS met. I thought was a good new one.
I like that one. I like that one.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
What do you got for us?
All right, beef is back. You know what? Let's do another one of these. Let's do another one of these real quick because I have a quick question for you guys. But
Chris Getz spoke to the media today.
I say, what did the man say on the stage? And he says, Pop, the man comes out and says these things. I said, well, what did he say? He says, Pop, he comes out and says some stuff. I said, what did he do? He says, Pop, he walks out and he goes, hello, suck this and MF and kiss my big black stuff and suck it and stick it down your mouth and suck it.
So I think we've established on this show that Chris Getz is pretty open and honest with what he's going to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Will Venable as well. Chris Getz talks to the media. They ask him about the catcher situation. He was very non-committal on Corey Lee. Like he just, he kind of talked around a little bit, like we like having all the options and we, blah, 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 this and that. It was non-committal. We put a poll up. What are they going to do? Trade was far and away the winner.
Yes.
Boys, what is Chris Getz going to do with Corey Lee? Beef, I'll start with you.
I think it's inevitably a trade, but I think they're kind of waiting for someone to get desperate, some other team to make a move and say, look, we want to acquire this guy. I don't think they want to flip him out for just anything. Like they probably could have done that already. They probably could have added to someone's stockpile, but I think they're going to wait until they get a deal they like or until they get to the ass end when everyone's kind of forced to make moves down there. Because there's no harm in waiting just in case, right? Let's say, Kyle Teal gets a hamstring or Edgar Caro gets a shoulder or whatever, and they got to start the year on the IL and they're going to miss the first 2-3 weeks of the season or whatever. Fine. Then you have Corey Lee instead. You can use him. And during the season, it might actually be easier to pass him through waivers if you got to that point there. But I think inevitably they'll trade him. I think they're just kind of waiting for a suitor that gets a little more desperate and is ready to do it during spring training.
MSS, how about you?
Yeah, I don't know what Corey Lee brings you in a trade. It's really not a lot. So that's
the problem.
But also this is the magic of Chris Getz at getting something for seemingly nothing. Which is kind of good, and it's up to for him. But I don't see him getting much of anything for him, so I don't think that there's any urgency. He's a good fallback just in case. And we all know, because Chris Getz has said it 7 times, he's learning to play left field. So we'll have him locked up just in case we need him. So
yeah, we're short on left fielders right now.
Yeah,
No, MSS, you bring up a good point because we talked about this on the Ajou a little bit. Is like kind of like there are teams that could use a Corey Lee, right? Like the Padres could use a Corey Lee, but what are they going to give you? Like a lottery ticket? And like, do you want to
maybe a big basket of lottery tickets?
You want
that's what you're hoping for, right? A few more
spelled out BCA of lottery tickets. Let's get this drink here. Artist David Barista says this podcast is completely absurd. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Should be entertaining. Podcast should be entertaining.
We do this once a month, basically. We do like a crazy pod. Like
once a month, we just
mixed in the socks.
We all have a bunch of different topics, and we go.
Yeah.
So I actually, this is one of my favorites to do. I always enjoy doing this.
Goes in some weird directions.
Wasn't a big question there. That was just a quick one to get through.
Cheap, motherfucker.
Beef, what do you got for us?
Okay, we are back.
Chris Getz spoke to the media today.
I say, what did the man say on the stage? And he says, Pop, the man comes out and says these things. I said, well, what did he say? He says, Pop, he comes out and says some stuff. I said, well, what did he do? He says, Pop, he walks out and he goes, hello, suck this and MF and kiss my big black stuff and suck it and stick it down in your mouth and suck it.
Hold on. Beef messaged us today. He's like, I think we're all gonna have stuff from Chris Getz. Wouldn't it be funny if we just kept playing the drop over and over? And I was like, I don't know, it might be. Let's try it. And yes, it is. It's hilarious, at least to me. By the way, our guy Joey P is in the comments. And he brings us a comment. He says Lee could bring another switch hitter that only hits right hand.
A+ comment.
This is why he would survive in prison.
He'd be just fine. Boys, I heard the Chris Getz presser for the first day of camp. He was really touting Will Venable, like saying he's one of the most talented major league managers. That's after just 1 year and one year with him. Yeah. Obviously, only 2 years as GM. Do you think he's moved up to underboss on my Mafia org chart? Do you think he has more hand than the assistant general managers at this point in the regime? MySoxSummer.
Absolutely. You knew he had more hand when Sizemore is gone, right? When Grady is gone, you knew he had hand. And cleaning the house of a lot of these people, Ethan Katz hasn't been fired for lackluster performance for like a really long time. So like for him just to be gone after 1 year, where they actually weren't even that bad, and it kind of wasn't even his fault. Like did they get kicked out on that? You knew that Will's got some hand, and he comes into this, and like he's like, all right, I'm giving you 1 year, and then he comes and flips ship, and then he gets all this shit going in the right direction, gets the clubhouse turned around, all that stuff, and he's like. It's yours. Once you make him go, oh, then you got it. You're fucking good. And I think he made Getz go, oh, and now he owns Chris Getz. So good job, Will.
I think it's slightly different than that. Because you have to remember that Chris Getz was here. Chris Getz has been here for a while.
True.
So he saw the predecessors, right? And like we've all had this buddy that's like dating this girl, and he's like, oh man, she's so awesome, she's the one, it's all this stuff, and it's just like, no, we've seen the ones before, and this is just like, you've been in the desert, man. Someone just gave you a drink of water.
You got a Ritz cracker.
God damn, that was delicious.
This is not saying anything about Will Venable. This is just that the comparisons that Chris Getz has for this right now are not good.
Not top tier. So, not top tier. No.
And so this might just be a little bit of like, oh, thank God we don't have Pedro Grifol type of thing. But I do like Will Venable. So I'm not trying to throw shade at him. It's just if you make the point, after 1 year, there's such a admiration, such a love. Some of it is just selling. Some of you just want to sell your guy and do this. But like, it is interesting though, because I feel like a lot of people have already become enamored with Will Venable. I mean, you two motherfuckers were just trying to make eye contact with him.
I want to meet him. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, if we had our choice, Will Venable or Chris Getz to interview, it's Venable, 100%. Yeah. I would love to have him on the podcast or interview him in person. It'd be great. Like, I really want to meet the dude for sure.
And he was good with AJ. AJ was trying to be too like funny.
He didn't let him get it. No. See, that's the thing. He's decisive in his decisions. He'll tell you when he wants to tell you, and then he doesn't tell you shit if you don't want to.
Yeah.
And I kind of like his approach with the media. He's savvy as fuck. Like, it's the polar opposite of Pedro. I saw, like you were mentioning about Pedro Grifal, and Jackie Trinan says when compared to Grifal, Venable does really know his shit, like you're mentioning, Treasy. But the starkest difference is the handling of the media, because Venable is an old professional at it because he was doing it as a player, and then as he came up, he was doing it still. So, like, yeah, he's got a lot of reps there. It was curious to me because it did seem like he called some shots, MSS, like you were saying. He was calling shots. Like the Sizemore thing is a real obvious thing. They made up a position for this guy, and next thing you know, his ass is out on the street after 1 year, and he's got to take like outfield coach for for the Twins, who are a garbage team. Like, wow, that was a big difference in the change there. What's curious though is like he didn't bring in any of his own guys when they had the shuffle, right? They went out and did true searches, and so I wonder how he's got a hand, but he also seems to have bought into what they want to do as a group, and maybe that's why he has the hand. Maybe that's like a combination of the things,
Yeah.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
That was good. You guys been watching the Olympics at all?
Oh man, I was gonna go next, and I was gonna do the trifecta, but you go for it.
Barely.
You're doing a trifecta from the Olympics, or
No.
Chris Getz spoke to the media today.
I say, what did the man say on the stage? And he says, Pop, the man comes out and says these things. I said, well, what did he say? He says, Pop, he comes out and says some stuff. I said, well, what did he do? He says, Pop, he walks out and he goes, hello, suck this and MF and kiss my big black stuff and suck it and stick it down your mouth and suck it.
That's what I meant with the trifecta.
Go for it.
So Chris spoke to the media, and one of the things he said that people got real fucking testy about, there's no reason we can't get off to a really good start and see where the year takes us. And people were up in arms. Like, I saw a good guy, and I don't think he said it, he didn't even say anything bad. He's like, oh, this has got 2016 good vibes, good start vibes written all over it. And I was like, let me check 2016. Go back and check 2016. They won 78 fucking games. Would you not want a 78 game win?
That'd be great for this team.
Oh my God, we'd be fucking loving. I mean, remember what you used to hate? You used to be like, oh, it's so horrible. It's so horrible. You won 78 fucking games. You were like, holy shit, we won 78 games. We'd be going nuts. So I didn't understand. Like, people were like, this is so embarrassing. He says this all the time. He's saying this. Dude, why shouldn't he have a little hope? It's the beginning of a season. It's the beginning of a long-ass season. And he's not wrong. If you start out with a good little bump right at the beginning and you get a good vibe and some things start clicking, you could have a really good year. You don't get it, you could have a really shitty year. But you know what? That doesn't sell papers. You got to get out there and say, hey, if we have a good start, we don't know where it's going to go. It might go somewhere good. It's like, why do people get mad about this, BeefLoaf?
I have no idea. I mean, that's a totally reasonable response for a team that is very obviously still building. And yes, if we get off to a good, maybe we will push some of these prospects, and maybe we will make a trade and try to get someone in here to help us. But we're not just going to automatically do that. This is the whole, are you going to spend when it's time? Like, what are you supposed to answer for that? Like, when it is time, yell at him then if you don't spend. Like, I like that. That's fine. And we were that way with Han. Like, fuck, you said you're going to spend, you didn't spend enough, whatever the fuck. But let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's just be okay with, like, if some great shit happens, we'll ride it. We're not really expecting great shit to happen. We're not expecting to be in a wild card race. But if we get there, great. Maybe we'll make something happen.
Treasy, did you get pissed off when you heard Chris Scott say this?
No, I mean, I want them to get off to a great start. I think it's more. If I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it in maybe the opposite way of this, is that, like, it's dispelling the idea that everybody who's been brought in is here to be traded, right? Like, so if things are going well, then Dominguez stays and we see what happens.
Correct. Yeah.
If things are going well, Anthony Kay is riding out the whole year. Erick Fedde, if he magically comes back to form, like, and is doing well, he's just in the rotation. It's not a guy we're trying to flip. Like all of the guys that you looked at and said, these guys are on 1 or 2 year contracts and they're just looking to flip them at the deadline. He's just saying, we don't have to do that. And if things are going well, there's no mandate to get this like the overall budget down. We can run with this and it's fine. I mean, that's basically what I'm hearing him say.
Yeah.
I don't even think that it's coded. It's just like,
No.
I'm just saying the thing. Like, we don't necessarily have to sell at the deadline. If we're doing good, we'll ride it out.
Right.
Like, which
Exactly.
isn't controversial.
No.
You don't have shit to trade anyways. So like, it's not like we're like, oh my God, they're going to miss out on trading X, Y, or Z. You don't have X, Y, or Z, man. Like, fuck.
Right.
If it's going good. Let's try it out. Let's try and be last year's Reds. You know, like, fuck. Why not?
And they said that on recap. They're like with J Hood. They were like they have all the opportunity to be the 2025 Reds, and it was like maybe.
I was thinking to myself, slow down.
I don't think they do.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but let's slow down a little.
Where's our
I'm just saying, if it's looking good, why not try? Right? Like,
Yeah.
I guess a better is there's no reason you can't be the 2025 Marlins. Like, if everything's
and
just
let it roll.
working right, just
Seems like a
fucking
better
go.
count.
Let's see if you get there.
Yeah. Seems like
No
a count.
question.
Better count. All right, Chorizo.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Now do your thing.
Well, I was just going to ask if you guys been watching the Olympics, because the Winter Olympics to
Not too
me
much.
are like the weirdest thing. Like the Summer Olympics are fine, and like, you know, there's basketball and stuff. So I'm usually I'll take a look. The Winter Olympics are fucking weird. I don't know what it is, but there's two things that we get from the Winter Olympics. One is I don't know if it's because there's no sunlight in any of the places that these people are from, but like every event, there's just some like horrible fucking story about one of the people in the thing, and it's like, oh, he's 17, and he's really hoping that this is his year because he suffers from phlegm disorder, and his body ages at 100 times the normal person. So in 4 years, he'll be 112 years old. So this is his only chance at 17. It's like, what the fuck is happening here? And it's like every time a real one from last night, I'm watching curling, and they're like, this guy suffers from a disorder where his immune system attacks his nervous system. So his body constantly tingles. I'm not making this up. This is a thing that they said. And I'm like,
Mine
what
does
the
too.
fuck is happening? And so that's half of it. The other half, because America sucks so fucking bad in the Winter Olympics that like there's a bunch of events where I'll watch it and they'll be like, that's the best time the Americans have ever had in this sport. It's a U.S. record. That puts him in 34th for the competition. Like, it is just we shouldn't be in this. We like the U.S.
We
should
sent
not
out 200 athletes, though. They sent so many people over there. Is it the biggest waste of money for the U.S. government to send?
I don't know. I feel like our figure skaters do a really good job. All the male figure skaters look like magicians, but they do a good job. They seem to do well. There are some like sports that they're good at, like it seems.
Yeah.
Like the women's hockey is always good, right? But like,
Yeah, they whoop
like,
ass.
but there's so much shit where it's just like a German hasn't lost this or a Norwegian hasn't lost this in 4 decades. You know, it's like, what fucking sports are these? Like, so I think because like TV sucks, I'm watching this because there's nothing else on. But man, if they put this against anything of recent, if this was against spring training, I'm taking the spring training game.
I haven't watched hardly at all. I've caught little glimpses of stuff. I just haven't gotten into it. I watched opening ceremonies a little bit, but I did look into the Lindsey Vonn thing because I was curious. Like, so she had the injury with the ACL, and then it was like, well, I'm gonna just do it on the ACL. I'm gonna wear this brace or whatever, and she shattered her fucking leg into 12,000 pieces. Right. So I looked it up. I was like, hang on, was she being selfish by doing it? You know, like injured. No, it doesn't work that way. Apparently, you can't just put, like, if your team has got, like, people qualified, you can't just put a fucking replacement in there if you have an injury.
No.
It's just like an up for grabs fucking thing. So, like, her doing it actually was a less selfish thing. It did give them a better shot to have a medal. Now, obviously, she wrecked the fuck out of her leg, and she's probably done it forever. But, like,
too.
oh, yeah. The X-ray of her leg is terrifying. My God, this thing is in 12 pieces. I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, how are they going to put that leg back together after this shit? It's like, man, she got tremendous balls. She has huge balls.
Dumped her fucking leg. Like,
yes. Why? There's the picture of her in the bed after the surgery. I thought that was like flowers that they were laying on her. No, that's all the pins that are in all of her fucking shit. Oh my goddamn leg together. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, fuck.
Holy shit. Man, why are we naming off all the figure skaters in here? Michelle Kwan. Akasayana.
The figure skaters, they seem to do well with the figure skaters. Well, Bayul's not
he's not
American.
No.
Yeah.
Michelle Kwan is, though. She had a training thing. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know, I used to live out in California, and I worked right by her training facility in California, which is very weird to see. A huge Olympic, skating facility, like on my way to go get pho. It's like, okay, this makes sense.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
340-pound MSS going to get pho. I love it.
I loved it. It was so good, dude.
What do you got for us?
All right, it's this is the matter of opinion. I don't want to, and I would like to include the audience in this too, if they'd like to. So, this is 23-year-old Karen Juliet Ojeda Rodriguez. She's a Colombian hit woman. She was detained recently.
La Muñeca.
Oh,
yeah, La Muñeca, and she orchestrated a bunch of murders, cold-blooded murders. My question for MySoxSummer and Chorizy, and of course the audience. Can you fix her?
Yeah.
Can you fix this young lady? MSS, you're first.
100%. I mean,
very fixable, right?
Or die trying. You know what I mean? Like literally. Exactly.
High probability, actually.
I've got a fun try. It'd be a fun try.
Look,
just kill me. Don't maim me. Fucking put me out. Like make sure
married men. We're married.
We are married men. We are married.
We're out of this game. We're out of this game. My question to you: who do you trust to fix her more, Shane Reardon or Jeff Nadeau?
Oh my God,
man! I don't want to kill Shane, so I'm going to put Nadeau in there because
I don't want to kill Nadeau either.
The haircut was
Nadeau knows the game.
He does know the game.
I think he can relate.
He's the fixer, I think. Yeah. Man, I can't see her from the back, but he loves the big booty Latinas, man. That is right in the fairway for him.
I mean,
what's her name? Karen Juliet.
I'm sure from behind it's not 1980s ass. And also, I think we gotta hook up. We gotta hook this up. We gotta try and make this happen. Who do we know in Colombia that could help us out?
She got the leg tags.
Clam's still down in Colombia Beef.
Yeah, he's got enough money to get her out.
He can't leave, right? They stole his passport.
That guy.
Loaf, she don't have she not fridge built. Okay, she's not fridge built, but she don't have a big booty either. So I'm looking
that guy asked me to write a letter of recommendation for him, and I'm like, he's like, can you put it on your company's letterhead? I'm like, no. I'm like, you're my guy and everything, but no, I'm not risking my career on your goofy shit. Sorry. My God. Some of the commenters, though, they're actually we have. You know what we have is a good group that is just willing to give it a shot. Luke McDowell says, I try to take her in and try and fix her, would end up missing in a week. Yeah, you probably would. John Nava says, I'd give it a shot. What else do I have to lose? I mean, your life, most likely, but you know. A long-time rider. It was good. Oh, yeah, it could be. Huh? Maybe she likes Rico. I doubt it. I don't know. Nadeau seems like the guy for this.
Jackie Treehorn is telling me that she doesn't have a porn. Thanks for doing the investigative look for me, Jackie. Now I will not look.
K-Dog says, I think I'm going to become Colombian. What's funny about K-Dog commenting right now is about 4 minutes ago, he commented, all right, I'll watch the rest of this in the morning. And then he must have seen this picture and he doubled back. Watch the rest.
This girl,
now he's definitely going to sleep. He's exhausting himself.
Going to take a nap or fap. Sorry about that.
She looks like Aubrey Plaza in certain pictures too, which is weird. It's just weird that she has an
She looks
like look.
Like right now the
Yeah.
hair's down and everything, and they're trying to make her look like tougher or whatever the fuck. So.
Yeah. But in some of these other ones, like she looks like Aubrey Plaza. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. I'm still in though. I'm in.
She looks fixable. I agree with you, MSS. She does look fixable. Chorizy backed out of the comment. He's scared. He's scared of big booty Latinas. You know.
I got good survival. I got good survival skills, man. I know not to get in there.
You don't want to use up any more of your 9 lives like that.
No, man. Fuck.
Son of a bitch.
I was talking with someone today about buying one of the. I saw it wasn't really a gun, but it was shooting knives, and I was like, we should get one of these. And that is on the downside of me being alive. So I would say, like, if I'm already doing that, I can't add this to this to my plate.
What are you going to shoot a knife at? What are you shooting knives at?
Yeah, what are you talking about here?
Like, why would you want to do that?
Just for sport. Just for
Like
sport.
what?
Just for sport.
though? Squirrels? Rats? What? What are we shooting knives at? People?
We're just shooting knives, man. Why does it have to be something complicated?
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
I don't know.
All right, MSS.
All right, this is my last one. This is the last one I have. We have hosted a lot of different events, right? Like we do bars. We'll have a live show at a bar. We've done the Reggies. We've done Ramova. We've done like a gamut of things, right? And I think it's time we start opening up to like doing some different things. I think the 108 should host next year. Chorizy, you're gonna love this. A White Sox Twitter con. Okay, like a big convention. So all the podcasts can get in. They have their own little booths and stuff. We can all like show off our stuff to everybody. White Sox Twitter is invited. Come walk the halls, and you meet all the different people in White Sox Twitter. Now, like traditional cons, you need to dress up like something from White Sox Twitter. So what would be like a best deep cut character of like, White Sox Twitter that you could dress up to?
Well,
you
got to
be TwitterCon. So like
you got to be one of the sandwiches. You got to be one of the sandwiches that tells
exactly
that gives all the insider info.
Yep. So that's
Al's
a good
cheesy
one.
beef. Al's cheesy beef. That's a good
That's
example,
a very good one. A loaf. Do you need time or do you?
No. I mean, obviously, you could dress up as the 108 intern. There's a myriad of looks of the 108 intern that could dress up as.
True.
I mean, Hayes is a popular one. Hayes stole the rebuild-o-meter. Hayes and then disappeared. No one ever saw him again. Actually, I think the commies bullied Hayes for some take or whatever, and then he disappeared from White Sox Twitter. That'd be a great one to dress up as. I think there's a lot of infamous characters.
Is Julie DeCaro close enough to White Sox Twitter that someone could dress up as Julie DeCaro?
No, because she blocked us, so that doesn't count.
That's
Quincy
true.
says attorney bot, but I think Dougie dressed up for that for Halloween that 1 year.
But why not? You could run it back.
You can run it back. There's no problem with running back. I agree with that 100%. Like what about fans since 1962?
Yep.
Aussie Sox fan it would be a good getup. Someone could fake the accent or whatever the fuck.
Shy Sox fan Mike. You could dress as Shy Sox fan Mike.
You could.
Shy Sox fan Mike. Yeah, absolutely.
You know who I'm going to dress up like?
Who?
Jorge's remote.
Oh no.
Free Jorge.
Walking around,
just the big remote, just the big Comcast
Xfinity remote. It could be a couple's costume if somebody wants to dress up like a big dong. But I'm going to dress up as a remote. I thought that would be a fun one.
People wearing
we can get the real Sox nerd to come. I'm like, we know Sox.
What about goatee and velvet sports jacket? You do the Ken WO.
Could do the Ken WO.
That's true. You gotta go deeper. How about people that completely dress up as Johnny Nani? People even know who Johnny Nani is. Like you gotta go deep, man. What about Patrick Flowers? Patrick Flowers gave you a mean look. Chorizo, when we did the initial thing at Bader Brown. Turned out he's cool. He's a cool guy. I love Patrick. He's good dude.
What if you dress up as the bomb that was supposedly going to go to Washington that got one of our White Sox Twitter people in trouble?
Maybe.
Could be.
I thought you could dress up like a big toe and then write ToeFundMe on it. That was an event.
Oh, would be good.
Person, but it's
Doug says Busby. Absolutely.
That's good.
We're both thinking Johnny Nani.
I think another one, a good fun one, would be a person walking around sharpening a stick. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when the person was like, "Oh, they had people sharpening sticks on the L train when I rode it." Some guy tried to bum me a cigarette, and it's like, "Yes, we should sharpen a stick." There's like all these little lore things that we talk about in the fart walk on Friday that you could put in there. Definitely could dress up like James Duda. Just put on some fucking jean shorts and big long white socks and a giveaway T-shirt. You could be James Duda and just complain about everything.
Couples costume. Trace Thompson plus the girl that flashed him.
Oh,
That's a good call.
it could be a triple one. One person could be each boob. You know,
Yeah.
it could be two big tits just dancing around, and then Trace Thompson.
Well,
that'd be good.
They'd be small, but
Who was the guy with the pool?
Also,
that was Dr. Bobby, right? That was,
it was Dr.
it
Bobby.
wasn't real doctor, but he said he was the doctor.
What about the Polecats girls that showed up in the section? That's another one.
That's a good one.
Let's get this drink real quick. K-Dog says, let's get this to 3 hours for old time's sake. I have no doubt. I have like 4 topics left.
I still
my
do
God.
too as well. Thank you, K-Dog. Appreciate you.
I want to know why MSS watched the halftime show he did.
This is a great call right here from K-Dog. Thick beer drinking MSS would be a great costume. Fucking
yes,
true.
Sweaty beer drinking fat
Yeah.
MSS would be so good.
Goose. Someone should dress as the goose.
Goose is no brainer. Yeah,
You could
absolutely.
do a goose. Yep, you could do the goose. I mean, there's some couples costumes that we could name the people later, but like there could be some fun couples costumes. I don't want to necessarily put people on blast, but maybe one's a slug, and one's a new mom. So like maybe that
Ribby,
I don't know. That would be
Ribby
a fun
and
couples
rhubarb.
costume.
Ribby and rhubarb would be good
That'd be a fun one.
because that has been a part of it. It'd be a fun couples costume. Adam Eaton and the cat. If you know that one,
It's a deep one.
Timothy Meyer says MSS getting into a fight in a Minnesota bathroom would be a good costume. You know what would be a good costume? Free Maple Wings certificates for everybody.
oh my god,
I was telling someone about that the other day. Like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, don't share that. That's a fun one.
What did you just say?
Free Maple Wings.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said, but I wasn't sure. I was like, yeah.
fart glove. The fart glove would be a good
Fart Club. Hell yeah.
Just Daniel Palka is a good costume. Tyler Saladino.
Yeah.
Tyler Saladino mustache is a good
It's
costume.
original connection.
Daniel Palka's cup. You could just be his puck, his cup.
Quincy's
Put
right.
that
That
on-
sounds like Sox Twitter Halloween party. No, that's a good call. That's really what it could be. If we couldn't get a space to
I
do
want
a
to call
con,
it a con. I
you
want to
know,
call it a
someone-
con.
Someone could do a Halloween party. And
We can premiere movies that we all make. That would be fun too. We have a 108 movie festival. Hey, we got all these things we could do.
Halloween party at Cork. That's what I'm hearing. That's what
That's
I'm
weird.
hearing.
We'll fill it.
There's no question.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
All right. So the Pro Bowl just passed. And in case you haven't watched a Pro Bowl recently, actually, no one's watched a Pro Bowl recently. They're terrible. All All-Star games are terrible. I want to talk through a different format for these All-Star games. And I want to put some money on the line to make this like really exciting. And I don't want the players to be involved. The players being involved is the worst part of all of this. Because, and I understand it, why would you want to play in an exhibition game
On your
you
week
don't
off.
have to play in and possibly get hurt, possibly have something go wrong?
No question.
Maybe you're already hurt. You just want to heal up.
Yeah.
This is a problem in every sport. So I'm going to propose something to you guys, and you guys let me know. Beef, me and you have talked about this before, that the All-Star game should be a video game.
Yeah.
It should be. It should absolutely be a video game, because then you got an easy sponsor. But
EA Sports.
I want to take it up a little bit and make this kind of like a countrywide thing that culminates in the All-Star game. I want people that have just graduated high school, going into college,
Okay.
video game tournament in each city that the team plays in. Right? Like, so every city has one. We're going to do a tournament there. There's going to be one winner. Then these guys face off against each other. But the early rounds, each round, you go era by era of video games. So like the first tournament, let's say it's baseball. You're like RBI baseball or baseball stars or something. You're playing against that.
Oh, I see. So you
And
can't
then-
be a one-trick pony. You
Right. You gotta know how to play all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just be like an MLB The Show guy. You gotta know how to play them.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I'm tapped
But
out after Sega. I can't do it.
But the winner,
We wouldn't be involved. That's
the winner, and these are all modded so that like you have the current all
Modded.
stars, right? Or like
Yeah.
or guys from your team or whatever it is on the way. But the winner of it, the MLB or the NBA or whoever it is, pays for this person's whole fucking college. Like just pays all the way through. And if
So instead of push passes, that they're gonna play a video game for the
gotta
All-Star
play video
game.
game. Gotta play video game. We can still have the push pass bullshit. Like that's still Dr. Pepper can still pay
It's
for
an
someone's
embarrassment,
college.
but yeah,
This is totally different thing. But I think if you
This is
did
much more
that,
athletic.
it would be way better. And then the All-Star game itself, there would be no replacements. There would be no bullshit where like someone doesn't want to do it or
Right.
someone's hurt and they need to replace. No, it was just you get named to the All-Star team or the Pro Bowl team, whatever. You can become a Pro Bowler. You have to be really good and you get on that list, but you never play the game. You
Right.
just and you can tie bonuses to it. You can do all this shit, but it's just a goddamn video game. What do you guys think? Are you guys in on this? Is there a different kind of move to this that you want to do?
I like the no substitution All-Star game premise because a lot of times what you get is you get these watered down All-Star situations and you look at it, it's like, oh my God, how did 40 people make the AL All-Star team for that year? Well, this one bowed out at an injury, blah, 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 all this shit. And in football, it's way worse because the guys, they could be, in the Super Bowl, but a lot of times it's injuries, they're bowing out, they don't want to play. Yeah, exactly. Like, nothing against Shedeur Sanders. He went in a tough situation. He played okay. He's not a Pro Bowler. Like, why the fuck is he in the Pro Bowl? But then you start looking down
He's not even the most offensive. Joe Flacco's in it.
Well, I was just saying, you start looking down the list. All these people have opted out. This guy's injured. This guy can't do it. Whatever. You're out of fucking people. You should be able to just put the guys in there that deserve it, whether they're ready to play a game or not, and utilize that list. Kind of like an all-pro list. Wouldn't worry about that because there's no game. I think this should be the same spirit, like you're saying, Chorizy. I like the idea of a video game or maybe some AI creation that we could watch and don't know the result of, right? And kind of watch like a video version of this. I'm fine with you handling how you want to tier up who's going to play in it. I think the kids should get paid. Fuck college scholarships. What you're trying to do here is you're trying to do the old version of like, college football where they didn't get paid. I want these kids to get paid. If they want to quit school, if they want to quit school and be Sergey and start their own shit, cool. Use the money. But yeah, I like the concept in general.
I like each round. Beef. They get the winners get something.
Get some dough each round. Yeah, sounds good.
I kind of want. Here's what I kind of want. You know how hard we are for the alumni home run derby that's going to happen on 35th and Shields. Maybe we put together an alumni all-star team or an all-star person that we will submit to play in these games that no one really cares about. So like maybe there's somebody that is just retired, or there's somebody that never really made it, or the local kid that is somewhat halfway decent. They send a representative from their team or two or three, whatever, and send them into the all-star game. So then they're competing, because it would be fun to see like maybe like a rock and jock type thing versus like real thing. Because we've talked about this, us going out there, not me, because I'm not good at it, as Slim Mac will say, but hitting softballs like for home runs, like in short fence or doing that kind of stuff could be interesting and fun. And especially if you put a bunch of pyro around it, that'd be a really good time.
I kind of like this, but the way I see what you're talking about is that, let's say I'm an all-star player, right? Like I get selected to the all-star team.
Yeah.
I get to choose anyone on the fucking planet that I want to do this. And it obviously they have to be willing to do it.
Yeah.
But everybody's got that friend group, right? And like, these guys have a buddy who's an out of shape fucking idiot who but always tells them how good they are at something.
Yep.
Telling the MLB player, telling the NBA guy, oh, I could play with you guys, I could do this. all those motherfuckers are out on the court, and we're just laughing at them just being slobs on the court. I'm down with that. I think that could work.
Let me put my hand up because I don't think the celebrity games are that entertaining. I'll be honest with you. Occasionally,
celebrity.
I didn't say celebrity. I was saying like their friend.
No. It's an example though. You're picking randoms, and randoms just aren't that funny or entertaining or whatever the fuck. Like when you have the celebrity games, you have comedians or whatever and people in there. So occasionally someone's hilarious or like plays real well or whatever. I just don't think those are of the entertainment level that people would care.
Loaf, let me ask you a question. Did you watch the any of the Barstool flag football stuff that went down that Friday night where Dave like refused to run out of bounds?
No, I only saw the clip. I watched I did watch like 2 minutes of it to see what it was.
Yeah.
But no, I immediately tuned out.
I watched it and I was somewhat I kind of liked it. So maybe we just have Barstool take over all the All-Star games and have their talent go and do
with Barstool. They're entertaining. They have developed characters and they're entertaining, right? So, like, you can do that with them, right? Like, I watched a bunch of when they did the dodgeball. I thought that was because they were playing like club teams, like college club teams, and they were getting fucked up. They were having extra people out there and they were getting clobbered and it was like kind of fun. But they have like developed characters, people that you're aware of, you know. So, like, there's an element of that. But like the NBA, like celebrity game usually sucks. You know, Rock and Jack used to be kind of fun, but I think that might be worn out. I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of like the video concept.
When's the last time you saw Rock and Jack, though? Like,
well, that's the thing.
When's the last time I cared?
They didn't care enough to keep them on.
That's what I'm saying. No one cared. You know,
show canceled due to lack of interest.
I don't think that's what it was. I think,
motherfucker.
Well, no, everyone loved it, but they got rid of it.
Well, they stopped doing that fun programming.
Beef, give us one here.
I got you guys. Will Venable. Go back to foul territory for a second. They asked him, talk about one player in camp, one story you like. One guy who's here, and he went off the board to talk about Jared Kelenic. And he's a young guy, he's tooled up, and we're going to create an environment for him to unlock his talents. Chorizy-E, has Jared Kelenic already made this team and we don't really realize it yet?
Yeah, I mean, like, so we talked about this the other day on your show, right?
Yeah.
And I think both of us saw that signing and we're like, yeah, it seems very difficult for him to this is not a good roster, it's not a good outfield, but it still seems difficult for him to make it there. But then hearing Merck talk about him at our show, you could tell that the org was into it.
Yeah.
And it starts to feel like they're going to do everything they can to put him in a position to succeed and win a spot. Yep. My only question is if he can. Like, even given that runway, when you already have Benintendi, who is absolutely going to be there.
Yep.
When you already have Austin Hayes, who's definitely going to be in that outfield, that leaves you at maximum 3 spots.
Right.
Acuna is probably getting one of those spots.
He should.
Brooks Baldwin kind of earned one of those spots last year.
So you're down to one spot.
Yeah.
You traded like Everson Pereira. Like,
and Derek Hill's the best center fielder on your team.
Correct.
It starts to get into a situation where it was like, even if they really like him, even if they really want this to happen, they want to make fetch happen. It doesn't mean that it does, because he still has to perform. Like that still has to happen. And I'm just, as much as they seem to love him, I'm still skeptical of this working out, especially because he's not on the 40.
He's not. No.
So there's an additional transaction involved in him getting there. So it's I don't want to say that I don't think it's going to happen, because they are obviously, they like him as much as they like Grady Sizemore. But I'm having trouble seeing it happen. I'm having trouble getting there with it actually with it making sense for the team. I mean, I hope he fucking rakes, right? Like, then there's no question.
Be helpful. MSS, what do you think?
Maybe he's like the guy that just needs that positive reinforcement to like get off his ass and stay motivated. So they're like, hey, everyone talk really nice about Jared so that he'll get out there and he'll perform well, because he's only 2 years removed from having a pretty good season at 2.1 WAR, which is nice, right? And like on this team would be like third highest. So like, it's like, why not? So I think Chorizy makes a lot of good points, and it like the outfield chaos is in full effect. Like they're hoping that somebody's leg falls off so they don't have to make some of these hard decisions, I think, because I don't know, this guy's got to do something to shock and awe me though, because a negative 0.5 WAR ain't doing it. We can do better than that. I don't think we need to take that. And plus, he only played like 24 games last year. So
well, I was going to bring this up too. He slugged 309 last year in AAA.
Okay,
399 plate appearances. That's terrible. You can't have a corner outfielder doing that. And the majors, like you mentioned, MSS, it was a small sample, but he was negative 0.5 WAR. You're right, and he only slugged 300 in that time period, 65 plate appearances. There's no thump. If there's no thump, we can't put you in a corner, bro.
And he's not like some great defender.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough sliding, but they seem to be talking about like a motherfucker. So maybe MSS is right there. It's like, talk positive about this guy. Just try to motivate him. Do the best you can.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Spelled his name wrong too. So,
Now MSS.
Yeah.
Which halftime show did you watch? I want to know.
So we watched Bad Bunny because that was what was on TV, but I was interested in seeing the numbers that were coming across for the turning point thing, because I was like,
I like where you're going, because I wanted to talk about this too.
I wanted to see how many people were going to tune into this, because I wanted to see, what was going on, because it was such a hot topic. I was like, oh, there's going to be 20, 30 million people watching this fucking thing on YouTube. And then I have a little bit of a crush on Kid Rock, his old stuff, right? Like I don't that first album or whatever, the Rebel Without a Pause, like Bawa to Ba. I love Bawa to Ba.
Me too.
Love Cowboy. I love
tracks.
That record was a good record. I really liked that. And then he had one other record that was after that where he had that slow song with Sheryl Crow, and I'm like, yeah, this guy's good. And then after that, kind of lost me, and I'd seen him live. We talked about this. I'd seen Kid Rock live. He puts on a good show. He was really good. This is I'm friends with the president, Kid Rock. This was regular old beer drinking, fun time, not talking about, shooting up Bud Light cans and whatever guy. Whatever. That guy. So I kept tuning over to see where it was, just to see the numbers, because I don't like country music. The wife likes country music, which we had a very interesting conversation because she likes one of the country people that played that show. But like after the Ba with the Ba, and they had the celloists and the violin player,
I watched it. I was like, I got to go back.
What is happening here?
I got to go back like 2 days later and see what the performance was. It was very weird. The way it was laid out.
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't really care much for like the Bad Bunny thing was fine. Like it was really good. What bothered me as an artist in general, they're like, oh, there was so much symbolism in the thing. It was like, dude, there's symbolism in every fucking thing we put out there. Like people put stuff out there. It's art. It's symbolic. There's symbols everywhere. And I was like, oh, there was so much symbolism. I was like, that just means you didn't understand what the fuck was going on either. And you're like, I got to go investigate and have somebody tell me what this is. But like, I didn't like hate it, but I wasn't like Bob, and my kids loved it. The girls liked it, but like, it's
because we're not the audience anymore.
No,
we're not. We're not at all. We're the football audience. We're there for the game.
Yes.
They already got us.
I'm there for 9-3.
They don't need us. I will be there.
They're trying to get the pool numbers to come through.
I'll be rooting for my goddamn 5-5 in the square pool all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So they don't need us. So they're going for a different audience. And man, it did fucking numbers that halftime.
130, right?
I think it was like over 140.
Okay.
But
140 million viewers.
But the other one, the Kid Rock
Turning
thing,
Point. Yeah.
Like 6 million live views or something. And so my question to you guys on this,
I never saw it go over 4, but hey.
Well, I mean, this is the numbers that are just out there.
I know.
Let's call it 4. 4 is fine too. I mean, like, one does 100 and something, one does 4 million. budget wise, both of them should be very fucking happy about it. I'm sure nobody is, but like,
Right.
when you look at that and you go, oh, there 4 million views were out there to be had. Do you guys think next year that there will just be the Super Bowl halftime show? Or do you think there'll be like 10 different fucking things trying to compete for that 4 to 6 million people? Because I feel like it's the latter. Beef, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think we talked about this on a podcast before because you'd watched the documentary on the guys from In Living Color.
Yeah.
How they had done kind of a show during halftime of an early Super Bowl that did great numbers. And then the NFL clapped back at them and had Michael Jackson as the halftime show the next year to say, look, we're closing you out of here or whatever. And so I don't think it's the year to like pounce on the NFL's halftime show because this did huge numbers. And obviously, like you think about sometimes people think about the narrow viewer that's watching the normal like week 11 NFL. The Super Bowl is everyone is watching this. It's a worldwide audience, and that's why the acts are different. Like you said, we're not the group to determine who the act is, and that's why the act is someone who's very worldwide and like catering to a bigger audience than you can think about. But if they got an act in there that was kind of weak, that would be the year to pounce. If you got something that was a little too much mainstream of a certain like Green Day did the pre thing, right? If Green Day was the act, that's the year to go at it.
Right.
That's
exactly.
nothing wrong. Nothing against Green Day. I like Green Day. I like Green Day, but nothing against them. But that's a situation to go after it, right? That's to go after some people who might turn
the
away.
Maroon 5 year. Should have went after.
Great example. Yeah, exactly. So maybe people are starting to realize, there's some loose change to pick up in and around this. We'll see what next year's act is, but this was not the year to do it. So even squeezing 4 to 6 million viewers out of it is pretty good. Like, to be honest,
I think this year could have been the year to do it because it was so highly political, right? That you could grab people that like watched the Kid Rock thing, not because they like Kid Rock, but because they thought they were making a political statement, right? Which happened to both. I'm not trying to say anything, but that happening, that little microcosm of this going on, makes me think that there's going to be like 10 different groups going like, oh, there's people to be had. Let's do a thing. And I just can't think of all the terrible artists or shows that are going to be because of this. It's going to be a fucking mess. I can't wait.
They used to have.
What do you think?
They used to have all sorts of different halftime things, right? Like the lingerie bowl, like they did at halftime. Like
Bud Bowl.
It was Bud Bowl. The Bud Bowl. You would have they had all those fucking commercials that played out through the whole fucking thing. You know, when we can sell beer to fucking kids, you know, when we get kids interested in that stuff. I was talking to my daughters. We were watching the commercials.
Was at halftime too.
Puppy
It's not
Bowl.
anymore, but it used to be.
But now Puppy Bowl. They're like, we need to have it pre-game. It's got to be pre-recorded, and at least one of the dogs is dead.
Has to die. Yeah, that
was ridiculous.
That's really fucked up. But no, I think you're right. Like there's an opportunity there, and like once there is another weak artist that gets in there, which I don't potentially think is going to happen. They got enough money. There's tons of money involved in this now.
You never know though. They might.
Sometimes you make a bad pick.
Acceptable, you know,
it's like
Maroon 5.
I think what bothered me the most about all of this halftime show baloney stuff that went down was people not realizing that Puerto Rico is an American territory and it's USA, and they're like, he's not even American, and you're like, you are fucking retarded. And it drove me. It bothered me so much. No passport, kids. Like, right. It bothered me so much.
Why can't we get good Americans like you two to perform at halftime?
That was not, like, it's just like, why are we even talking about this? And then people that made it even worse, like you see on the Facebook, because I still go on the Facebook, and people are saying that complain about everything.
He gave up smoking, but he still gets on the Facebook.
That complain about every fucking thing that happens under the sun, and then they're going, I'm so sick of people complaining about the Super Bowl halftime show. It's like, bitch, you complain about everything, like all the time. You're always complaining, and now you're sick of somebody else complaining. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to hear you. But yeah, it was a dumb thing to fight about, and it was so thinly veiled what was going on, which is fine. on both sides. It was so thinly veiled.
I would say it's
man.
One side was worse than the others. Just to be honest here. Like, I mean, like people who are mad that the thing was in Spanish, like, fuck you. You listen to Feliz Navidad every year, all right? And it's a fucking jam. La Bamba is an all-time jam. You don't understand one word of those motherfuckers.
It's funny you bring that up. It's funny you bring that up, Treasy, because I saw Mike North tweet the opposite of what you thought you tweet. He said, people complaining about language. He goes, La Bamba was a hit, and this year the song is entirely in Spanish. It was a B-side to Donna, but it was the bigger hit, and people love Richie Valens or whatever, enjoy the halftime, whatever. I was like, holy shit, Mike North is on the other side of this. I didn't think he would be on. I was like, but he's totally right about that. Like, he went the way back machine. He's like, yeah, I remember that shit. People were fucking rocking out to that. Cool, just go with it. It's like,
or you're watching the Super Bowl eating chips and salsa and having fucking tacos and doing all this other stuff, and you're like, yeah, fucking American. It's like, dude, no, you got to have like a hamburger or some shit. Like, you can't have nothing else. Like,
get out of here, bro.
Yeah,
it's goofy.
That was fucking. I mean, all of it was ridiculous, but I do think that we're gonna have 800 halftime shows next year, and no one's gonna watch any of them. There's gonna be. There's going to be one that gets 4 viewers. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait for that.
Mike North invited to the carne asada. He might be. I'm not sure. Pappy might be in for the carne asada. I'm not 100%
I love carne
sure.
asada.
The tweet was like, I was like, oh shit, Pappy's in on this shit. I love it.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Beef.
Chorizy, MSS. We had a good conversation in person, Chorizo, me, you, and Slim Mick. And it carried on onto the internet and into the au jus about Kenneth Walker III winning the Super Bowl MVP this year, and how that kickers can't win or whatever. So I went back in time to see how many non-quarterbacks have won the Super Bowl MVP, and so other than Kenneth Walker III, there have been 26 non-quarterback Super Bowl MVPs. My question for you guys is: do you think you can bat 300? Get 8 correct out of the 26 that are out there by guessing who has won them.
Non-quarterback, you said, right?
Non-quarterback.
That's gonna be tough, but I'll give it a try.
Yeah, give some tries.
So Richard Dent is one, right? Like
Richard Dent, 100%. Chorizy is correct. So there, you guys got one.
Desmond Howard
is correct. 1996 Green Bay Packers. They list him as wide receiver, but it was kick return.
It was kick return that got him that. Yeah.
Emmett Smith's
correct. 1993.
Danny White.
He's a quarterback.
Is that his quarterback?
Yeah, Danny White's a quarterback.
Okay. I'm trying to think of there's a Cowboys defensive player that wins when they lost.
There is, yes.
Ed Tutel Jones.
No.
No,
Randy White. Are you thinking Randy White?
Randy White's correct.
There we go. Thank you.
He tied with Harvey Martin to win. The comments are getting some of them right now. So K-Dog is Jerry Rice, so you guys can no longer have that one. That. Santonio Holmes and Hines Ward. Those are correct. Well, so I'm gonna dust those off. You guys can't get those.
No Jerome Bettis.
God damn. Okay.
As a group, you guys have gotten 7 now.
Timmy Smith doesn't win that one, right? Like, is that Doug Williams? Or does Timmy Smith get that?
No, that is Doug Williams. Yeah, that's
unfortunately, he ran for like 200 something yards.
Exactly. There are some running backs of that era, though. 82 and 83 are both running backs. One of them is a Washington Redskins running back.
Riggs, Gerald Riggs.
No, it's not Gerald Riggs.
John Riggins.
John Riggins is correct. That's right. The names are close into the same era too.
Yeah. Roger Craig won one?
No, Roger Craig.
Marcus
got Franco Harris. He's got Marcus Allen. Correct. MSS.
There we go. Okay,
it's a good one. So you guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now. You got 2 more to get.
Does Lynn Swan have one?
Lynn Swan does have one, Chorizy. 1975. You guys got 7. 1 more to go.
See, I want to pick like Reggie White or like a what's his name? Bruce Smith, but the fucking goddamn
Bruce Smith never wins.
Never won.
It's funny that you guys You guys don't have a winner after 1996, by the way, which is kind of funny. Like nothing more. So since we were in high school before, that's when you got winners. You have nothing more recent than that.
I'm trying to think
but nothing happens.
There's
Brady wins so many of them that
Brady won a bunch of them. So there's like the Patriot. There is one Patriot that's not Brady. There is one Patriot one.
Oh, the dude that the chick took the picture of in the bed. That little white guy that caught all the balls. That dude, right? Is it that dude? I don't know what his name is.
Julian Edelman is correct.
Julian Edelman.
You guys got it. Nice job.
Nice tag team that one.
Tag team that shit.
And I like that the memorable part is that he got somebody took a picture of him after he raw dogged her out in the Super Bowl. That's awesome.
Here's the ones you guys didn't get.
Does Marshawn Lynch win one?
No, he does not win.
Okay.
Here's the guys you didn't get. 2021 was Cooper Kupp with the Rams. 2015 Von Miller with the Broncos. 2013 Malcolm Smith with the Seahawks. 2004 Deion Branch Patriots. I guess the Patriots had two where they won. 2002 Dexter Jackson Buccaneers. 2000 Ray Lewis Ravens. 1997. I'm surprised you guys didn't get this one. Terrell Davis Broncos. 95 Larry Brown Cowboys. 90 OJ Anderson.
Wow.
Giants.
OJ Anderson. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot about that shit too, Chorizy. 1977, who tied for the award with Randy White was Harvey Martin from the Cowboys. 76, Fred Biletnikoff. 73, Larry Zonka. 72, Jake Scott. And 1970, Chuck Howley, Cowboys. Nice job by the comments.
That's pretty good, though.
Knocking
Not
those
bad.
out. That was pretty sweet. Nice work, everybody.
Damn.
I'm bummed I didn't get the Ray Lewis.
I thought you guys would get Terrell Davis. Ray Lewis, not necessarily, because you don't remember. I mean, like the Ravens had excellent defenses. Ed Reed and all them guys.
Well, the thing is too, like the Legion of Boom and stuff. You would think that there was a guy in there, and it's like it's hard to guess which guy of all of the guys got that because
it was actually the winner. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
the guy that was like potentially murdered somebody, right, or was involved in murders. Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, exactly.
All right, man.
I should have got that. It's my bad.
Last one, we got to touch on this. Favorite James Vanderbeek movie? MSS.
Man, it's got to be Varsity Blues. I mean, I don't think there is a better Vanderbeek movie because he's Mox. You got whipped cream bikinis.
Oh my God.
You got Amy Smart when Amy Smart was Amy Smart. Oof.
MSS, where are you at? Who are you? Are you a Jules or a Darcy? I asked this of James Fox when he was on the Au Jus a year ago as we were talking about Varsity Blues for some reason. Where the fuck? So I asked him the same question. Where are you? So Darcy is the whipped cream bikini.
Oh yeah.
Jules is the Amy Smart. Dark hair. Yeah, that's right.
Amy Smart. 100%.
Oh, okay. I like
because
it.
And the reason is like also with the road trip, because the road trip she was in too, and she like straddles the one dude and she's wearing like the satin underwears. Yeah, that made quite the impression on college age MS or just recently graduated college age for my MSS. Amy Smart, I'll carry a lot of water for her too. So yep, I'll take her.
You should watch Crank 2. I think you'll enjoy it.
I've seen that.
Mine is
yes, yep, I've seen that.
My Vanderbeek is Rules of Attraction. Great flick.
Oh, okay.
It's a good movie too.
Yeah. But with that, we're closed. Have a good night, everybody.
In the city of Chicago, back in the day, there was a ball player. They called him Jizz. They said playing for the White Sox, he had a certain flair. He hit 69 home runs, man, that ain't fair. He swung that bat like a wild tornado storm. Every time he stepped up, he smashed it. It was the norm. The ladies in the stands, they couldn't help but stare. The legend of Alejandro Jizz spreading everywhere. Ooh, Alejandro Jizz got the magic touch. On the field, he was a king.